Hello everybody. Let's see what we got here. We got Goldie, username Chimera Frank. How's it going, guys? Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday to everyone. Hope you guys all had a good day. I'm excited to be back, guys. I'm excited to be doing some more PIPLUP hunting. We took a break yesterday. For those who are unaware, we took a break from the PIPLUP hunting yesterday, just from soft resets in general. Did some poker radar to great success. We found 3 shiny Shinx, 2 shiny Bidoof. It was a fantastic stream. It was super fun. I'm really glad we got to try out poker radar. I gotta catch a chaotic squad. Alright, username. Alright. But yo, again, thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate having you here. And I'm excited. Hopefully today will be the day we can finally bring home this shiny PIPLUP. Get ourselves one step closer to being able to do hunts like the Eterna Forest shiny hunt and all that good stuff. You're shiny using Pachirisu right now. Best of luck, Frank. Best of luck. Are you doing it through poker radar or random encounters? Yeah, shiny hunting in this game is really interesting. I can see why there's no shiny charm effect on poker radar. It makes a lot of sense in my mind now. Yo, Albert, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Am here. Welcome. Glad to have you. Poker radar, nice, yeah. Going into it, I was thinking like, dang, why doesn't poker radar affect this? But looking at it, one, it probably would have almost zero effect, given given how poker radar tends to work. Yeah, given how poker radar tends, or like how like the shiny charm tends to work with it, like the better your odds get, the less the charm has an effect on it. So it'd probably have almost no effect given how good the odds get with poker radar. But even if it did, you know, like those odds are already just so insane. There's no need for anything with the charm. You know, all the stress comes from getting that chain of 40. Yo, Jesse, what's going on? Poker radar is nutty. You've gotten like 6 shiny Shinx, 2 Shellos, and 2 Noctowls. Nice. Yeah, that's always been the thing. That was always my thought with poker radar, is like, I feel like a lot of people got into shiny hunting after Gen 4, including myself. I'm gonna have to reload this page because I have a Chrome extension on that messes with the page and messes with my ability to do emotes properly. I really need to work with my better TTV settings, because I have it for Twitch. I have better TTV better TTV installed on my Chrome for Twitch, but it messes with the emoji button on YouTube too, which is really annoying. You told them to join? Oh, alright. Yeah, Poke Raider is insane. I feel like a lot of people don't realize exactly how insane it is until they've done it. Because, like, you kind of go, oh, Poke Raider, and it feels like it's this one that people talk about all the time. So it's like, and it's an older one, so it's like, oh, it must be like ridiculous odds or something. The odds of like the shiny odds in Poke Raider are fantastic. It's the odds of breaking your chain that are abysmal, and those are what got worse. Those are what got worse in these games. It's like a general global 5% increase in the likelihood of your chain breaking. Rose Girl, Rip Greedle, she was a dachshund. No! 100% on Facebook saying Greedle at sleep because of old age. Oh no, well, at least it was old age and it wasn't, you know, some other unfortunate situation. Had a long, happy life, I hope. Only imagine our sister always feeling, oh yeah. That's always really rough. Yo, Stone family, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. Wasn't a fan of being back at work for, I'm not a fan of being back at work for a full week. I liked the vacation I was having. Also, I gotta fix my script here real quick. Because I had modified the script at one point. There we go. That should be good. That should be fixed. It should be going up 2 instead of 1 each time. Nothing going on at the Discord. Dang. Love the name Turducken. I love it. Yeah, but going back to the Poke Raider stuff, it's like I feel like so many people thought like the brutal side of it was just the odds still being rough, but they're not bad. Like people in stream yesterday were like, super hyped when we got the first shiny, and then I was like, we're gonna go for a second Shinx, and they realized I didn't mean doing another Poke Raider chain, and I meant literally just running back and forth because the chain was still active, and like resetting Poke Raider. They're like, oh wait, this is easy. And I'm like, yeah. Like there really feels like there's no need for it feels like there's absolutely no need to have like the shiny charm effect Poke Raider. As it is, it's already insane odds. Oh no, there are Lemmys in chat. That's not normal. Alright, so let's set a light goal, guys. Of 25 likes. Let's put a light goal in here, get this message pinned in chat. And create a poll. Said you have such bad RNG with chains breaking, and for some reason the Pachirisu hasn't been showing up today. Dang, that's strange. No, I get that. It's really frustrating when like the wrong Pokemon are the ones that keep showing up. We kept having issues yesterday where like I was trying to find Bidoof and I'd only find Starlies to chain, and then when I wanted to finally do Starly after finding Bidoof, I'd only get Bidoofs. It was rough. I was not a fan. So you let me more often when you're here? Oh boy, alright. But yeah, so guys, like goal on the stream is 25 likes. If you haven't left a like, we'd greatly appreciate it. Yeah, the problem with the RNG is just how brutal it is, and I mean, like, that's kind of the whole point, is like 20% of chains get all the way up to 40. So that can take a good bit of time, and that's like in the best scenario, right, where like, you always hit a grass patch in the 4th ring. You always catch the Pokemon instead of KOing it. Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes into that and makes it more difficult. And right now, I think a lot of people are just kind of seeing, you know, like when we found Bidoof and when we found Shinx, we were in a really easy route for Poke Radar. I feel like we're gonna end up doing some hunts where the grass patches are just not set up in our favor. They're not gonna work super well. or like they'll work, but they won't work well. It'll be really inconvenient. We'll have to be like running around trees and going into multiple different patches and trying to avoid like having to go up ledges and like all these kind of weird oddities as far as trying to find a good patch that actually has like all the grass space that you need. Pokemon that are harder to catch is where the real grind comes in. Ditto's been pretty tough right now for you. Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely going to become a thing where it's like, I think everyone's kind of trying. I feel like a lot of people are starting in the similar place like where I did, right? Route 201, Route 202. Those are some pretty big square grass patches with very low level, very easy to catch Pokemon, and that helps a lot. The higher up you start going in terms of like in the decks, in the Sinnoh decks and just in like the national decks in general, the more difficult it's going to be. And then you're going to have things like the underground as well. The underground is going to be a really interesting situation as far as like community kind of like hunting. Like, I'm going to use you guys, basically, is what it's coming down to. You guys are going to be the ones running around collecting Digletts. I'm just going to be continuously encountering stuff. Probably not, at least not at first. I do want to do some just like underground streams, like, you know, put a link code in chat of like join the underground, you know, help find Digletts, dig for stuff, you know, try to encounter your own shinies, all that kind of good stuff. And I think honestly that's going to be the way to do that. I think streamers will have a slight advantage in the fact that we can kind of call in an audience to do the Diglett gathering for us a little bit. There's an electric school. Hey, so amazing being here. I'm glad to have you here, username. It's been a while, it feels. Yeah, so happy to have you here. Yeah, today was Monday. It was the first day back at work since Wednesday after the Thanksgiving holiday, the long 4-day weekend. It's gonna be the first full 5-day week I've had in like two weeks. Because you know I took off Friday when the games came out. And then like I had Monday off and I had Thursday, Friday off. So I only worked Tuesday and Wednesday of last week since the games came out. So it'll be interesting getting back into a more traditional streaming schedule, right? I think we had a lot of the fun we're going to have, and now it's just probably time to kind of settle back in and see how things line up. Yo, Z4, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Shinx has been brutal for you at 461 encounters and many more Starly and Bidoof, still no shiny. Dang. So Z4, are you doing Poke Radar? Are you doing? Oh, you're doing random encounters, right, Z4? Yeah, and I think you're doing. Are you doing like the shiny only run? So I was gonna say, like, if you could go get like a Pikachu or a Raichu to put at the front of your party for static, it increases Shinx's encounter rate. But I don't know if you're able to do that. Overslept in this last stream. Hey, that's all good, username. That's all good. My streaming schedule's been all over the place the past few days. It's been kind of nice because I met a whole bunch of new people who usually aren't on and whatnot, but it'll be nice to kind of settle back in, calm back down a little bit. But hopefully we can have some more really exciting weeks with it going forward. Because these past few weeks, it's been crazy meeting all the new people, having these massive, super big streams. Random shiny only run, got you. Hopefully you find something soon, Z4. Yo, Xander, what's going on, man? Welcome. How's it going? It's going well. Just doing some more PIPLUP encounters today. Found 3 Shinx, 2 Bidoof yesterday. I'm working on getting those videos up. I want to get the Shinx one up tonight, post-stream. I just had to finish recording the final little bits of stuff for like thumbnail and for various whatnot. I just didn't do that yesterday. I got to do that today. Yeah. Pikachu's until later in the game. Yeah, it's Trophy Garden. Yeah, that's where I was like, oh yeah, it'd be great to do that, but I like I said, I realized like you probably can't just because of the way you're planning on doing stuff. C4, I totally got you. Bidoof equals God. Bidoof is the best. But yeah, how's it going for you, Xander? Hope your day's been going well. It's going good. What's going on, other Xander? Welcome to stream, Xander. How you doing today? How'd I know you joined? Just psychic, man. I have to imagine that was a little bit weird. Open up the stream, haven't even chatted yet. Yo, what's up, Xander? Another Xander, yes. Yeah, no, I'm not that good. I'm not that good. Was sore for about 4 days. I passed your push-up test without practicing. Nice. Team for Brilliant Diamond is 12 Pokemon. You want to shiny hunt them all. Oh gosh, best of luck. What are they? Medufa's the Prophet, Helix Fossil is God. The differing opinions in the Pokemon lore. Spooky was just listening. I know all, man. Nah. It's good to have you here, though. That's kind of funny. I do 45 push-ups. Nice. I wish I could do 45 push-ups. It's been way too long since I've done any, so it'd take a while to get back in shape that much. Also, guys, I thought of a really cool project today related to like the last like real video I posted on the channel back in like at this point what like March or something like that. Yeah, finally a new idea kind of related to that. I still have the other part of the project I'm working on. Those things are somewhere here, somewhere on like a bookshelf. I got to get those back together and work on them more. Excuse me, but yeah, no, I have plans for some more stuff. I found some cool things I want to try doing, with like this kind of thing, and like sit in the similar vein to the little box I'd plug into the GameCube. Yo, Sydney, what's going on? Just having to be on YouTube and saw your live. Best of luck on that. Thank you. Hope you're doing well, Sydney. Be lurking doing a 4-console reset hunt because you're a masochist. Hope that penguin shines soon. Yes, best of luck to you as well, Xander. Board breaking, man. What the boards do to deserve to get broken? Board breaks are hard. I can imagine, yeah. You gotta hit it like just right. It's not all about power, right? Like it's more about how you hit it. If I'm not mistaken. Torterra, Honchkrow, Garchomp, Drapion, Lucario, Drifloon, Staraptor, Roserade, Rampardos, Spiritomb, Luxray, Powden. Man, I feel like a lot of those are rough hunts, Xander. So best of luck to you. I feel like a lot of those are very, very rough. So seriously, best of luck, man. Hopefully all those go well for you. Have to aim in the middle, yeah. Get as much leverage as you can. It'll be a challenge, absolutely. It'll be a fun challenge, though, right? It'll be worth it. Oh, could have gotten your black belt, but the board breaks is the one thing that stopped you. Rip. I just realized going for Yanma is gonna be even more brutal because the Great Marsh. Oh gosh, yeah. I've kind of forgotten about the Great Marsh. I don't know if that's forgetting or blocking out, but yeah, the Great Marsh is there. There are gonna be some hunts in that. I really do want to spread a lot of these hunts out. I want to try doing some like various interesting ones, just over the course of like over the course like the next month in various orders. What is this? Like, I think I might have shredded some. So I was doing some work with like getting some cables through my desk, and I think I might have like shredded the like coating on one of them or something when I was like pulling it through. Your only chance to be a black belt because you still have a belt before it. How is it your only chance of getting it? I might be confused there. But yeah, so what all do we have as far as hunts that we haven't done? We haven't done any. I guess you can kind of count it as a different hunt. We haven't done any of the soft resets for legendaries. We've done roamers. We haven't done egg hunting. We haven't done underground hunting. We've done Romanus Park hunting. We haven't done the marsh. I don't know what else there is aside from like random encounters. We haven't done random encounters. Yo, Jeffrey, welcome to the stream. Just finished watching Jimmy Neutron. It makes you wish there was a season 4 to wrap up some plot threads of the show left behind. I feel like a lot of like children's shows end up like that, right? Where it's like they just kind of like stop making it. Like they kind of continuously keep things going, and unless it's a show like something like Gravity Falls that really has like a planned ending, like a planned we're gonna wrap it up here, kind of like mood going into like the final season. I feel like most kids shows don't really go into something as like the final season unless they're doing like just well enough to justify it. Testing changed, so you changed alliances, so you have to get everything switched to what you need. The testing's different. Okay, so it's not your last chance, right? It's just like things are shifting around, so it might be a little bit. Is that the case? Because that's kind of what it sounds like. Company DNA Productions went bankrupt, and that's why the show was canceled. Yeah. Not too terribly shocking, unfortunately. Also, here's the cable that's like shredding. Fortunately, it doesn't seem bad. Fortunately, it's like like this cable on the desk. Yeah, nah, it's not bad. That's not bad. It's kind of got grazed along the length of it. I'm gonna check and make sure before I like use it. But yeah, I had to pull it through a metal tube, and I think when it came out the bottom of the metal tube, it got like shaved a little bit. The testing's a bit harder. It'll mean you earned it more, right? Skull or dome, yeah. Skull fossil, because dome is shield on. They are a little bit close. They could both be the dome fossil. That's a fair thing. Have to run a mile in 8 minutes. I think because you don't remember the time limit. It's the thing you remember. That's not terribly fast. Granted, I say that like I could run a mile that fast. I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can run a mile that fast anymore. Kind of slow, to be honest. Well, I mean, it's not bad. I remember from like middle school and high school running miles faster than that. And that was just like gym. That wasn't like for anything like as like far as like an actual physical activity. You know, Force of Nature was going on while you're here. It's midnight where you are, and you have school tomorrow because you have great tastes in live streams. Now, happy to have you here, man, but if you gotta go to bed, get some sleep for school, absolutely do that. That is the most important thing. Most shows end at 52 episodes, because that's one new episode a week. I'd be impressed if a show actually like put out 52 episodes in a year. Most of them I'm used to shows like going on summer breaks, or only airing during the summer, or just being like one season. Like the season is literally like a season of the year or something. You have to take your road test tomorrow. That's exciting. Nerve-wracking, but exciting. Honestly, having like gone through all of like public school, gone through 4 years of college, the most nervous I was going into any test was going into my driver's test. I also know for me, I love cars. I love driving, no matter if it is like racing or if it's like sitting on a public road in traffic. I love driving. So like for me, that was like the biggest thing I wanted was my license so I could go drive, you know. So that was my thing. So I remember being extremely nervous for that. Have a nice night. You too. Hope you get some good sleep. Excuse me. Sorry about that. At least not the only one being nervous. No, it's totally reasonable. I mean, like it's a big thing. It's a big thing. For sure. And it feels like it honestly, like as much as every other test you take has consequences, this one feels like there's a lot more consequences, right? Because it's not just like a number on a sheet of paper. It's like, can you drive or can you not, right? Also, excuse me, that like sneeze was a big one. Did you ever watch the Diamond and Pearl anime? I actually haven't watched a lot of the anime. Yeah, I haven't watched a whole lot of that. I want to, I just haven't gotten around to it. Man, the other two, the Chaotic Squad, didn't show up. Only Albert. Albert's the real G. When you get the access to the underground, you're mining a lot for skull fossils. Best of luck. It's been so rough for me going through and like trying to find actual items I need in the underground. Wow, that sneeze really was brutal. I didn't expect that. Hey, what's going on, Mitchie? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? That sneeze made me sniffly. I can't believe it. I've been betrayed by my own nose. Let's see who be live. We don't have a whole lot of people live tonight. I guess like yeah, I feel like today's the day a lot of people kind of started going back to their normal schedules. Because you know, for like this past week, it's been kind of crazy the amount that like people were streaming. You know, like my sub box is full. It was impossible to find videos from like 2 days ago in my sub box because the number of like fellow Pokemon shiny hunters I'm sub to. How difficult was the Elite Four? Genuinely difficult. I was very thrown off. Chat had to fix my team to make it good. Nah, basically once you enter the Pokemon League, all of the teams start actually like thinking competitively. Start using items smart, start actually like strategizing, trying to do some reads, trying to do some, you know, reads, some swaps, all this kind of crazy stuff. They do a really good job. Those ones didn't show up. Well, now you know who to trust username. And yeah, Vanillix, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Catching a Scyther to false swipe Celebi. Good luck, Michi. Good luck. I really want to use a Cricketune as my false swiper for anything I need a false swiper for. Can't wait to fight him. It was so much fun. It was so satisfying, and honestly, like, it was one of the most enjoyable moments I've had on stream. That moment, just that moment of like chat helping me figure out, fix my team up, put it together, and then having it work. That was the most exciting thing. You're good? How's my day? My day was alright. You know, first Monday back to work since the games came out. You know, last week I only worked Tuesday and Wednesday. But yeah, no, it was an alright day. Just mostly, you know, chilled out, did some work, caught up on some chores. I haven't really kept up with chores since these games came out. So I had some laundry to do and some groceries to shop for, various stuff like that. I still have boxes, like moving boxes. I haven't opened, so I got 2 more of those emptied. And like the stuff put in the right spots and everything. Yeah, I still have a bunch of stuff like organized but on the floor here. But yeah, no, things are starting to get more in place. Probably busy. You can make him join streams and Discord servers. The ultimate power right there. Where'd the dislike button go? It's still there. It's just you guys don't see the count anymore. Yeah, Survive the Night. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. You winning, son? I hope so. Okay, I know people complain about it, and I agree. I definitely also complain about it. They didn't remove the button. The button's still there. The dislikes can still happen. Only I can see them. Not you guys. The button is still there. I think it is very, very important. I know a lot of people agree I agree it's dumb. I know a lot of people agree it's dumb. When you were complaining online and wherever, complain about the dislike count being gone. The button is there. The count is gone. If you complain about the button being gone, YouTube can just say back, well, the button's still there. If you say the count is gone and that's what you don't like, YouTube can't make that argument. They have to make some other stupid argument that's also just a lie. The scam vids, the cringe, right? It's so dumb all around. It's so dumb. Don't see the count because apparently they want to show positivity. No, they say it's like... They say it helps small creators because, like, oh, you can't dislike bomb, or, you know, like, it helps the mental health of creators. It's like, but does it? Because I still see the percentage. You show me the percentage and you show me the number of likes. And if I hover over, you show me the number of dislikes. I can straight up see the number of dislikes on stuff. Despite, like, when I'm watching videos, the count's gone for me. So if I get affected by, like, having dislikes on my streams, I'm still gonna see it when I go into analytics and look at stuff. You know? That's the only place I ever saw it. I never look at my own videos on the player. I don't want to see myself or hear my own voice. I'm surprised that you guys can barely tolerate me, right? So, like, for me, it didn't change. As a small creator, my experience has not changed at all in regards to my experience with dislikes on my content. It is a dumb, not real reason. The real reason is, yeah, they can falsely prop up, like, look at how many likes something got instead of people looking at the ratio of likes to dislikes on it, you know? Dislike button counter went to get the milk. Yeah, I've talked about it before on stream, and I think that this, like, weird, just, like, general cleansing of all forms of criticism from the internet is, like, a horrible move. Fake positivity is more toxic than, like, a mix of positivity and, like, negativity, because, yeah, you're gonna have dislike bombs, and I don't think... When they make the argument that it's for small creators, you know, them getting view bombed or dislike bombed for reasons unrelated to the content, I think we all kind of have an idea in our heads what kind of things a creator could do or express about themselves that, like, trolls would try to latch onto and make a whole thing out of. They aren't going, like, the argument from YouTube is, like, they won't see the dislike counter, so they'll be discouraged. No. They're going to find out about this creator, go over to their trolly Discord server or various other forum on the internet, post a link to the channel and say, LMAO, let's dislike everything they make, right? Like, and now they can do it, and, like, the creator's going to suffer, and no one in the community is going to understand what is happening, right? Like, either, as a creator, if I were to start getting dislike bombed and it started to affect me, I would either have to deal with it on my own without any of you guys knowing about it, right? Like if it was affecting me, I like kept it silent from you guys, I'd be like, why is he so bummed in streams? It's like, because I know for every like I see, there's like 5 dislikes or something like that, something ridiculous. Granted, for me, it's like, if it was at that level, it's like, I know what's happening, and I was like, whatever, and I leave it and move on and don't care about it. But someone might not, right? Like, so someone might not, like, be able to brush it off like that. Especially if they know that it's, like, someone hating on them for just who they are and stuff, right? Like, that's horrible. And they're like, the creator's gonna know that's what's happening. It's not like the trolls and the dislike bombers find the videos because of a dislike count. No, they find it because it's the creator and they exist. They're going to dislike it anyways. It's like, haha. And like a creator is either going to suffer through it silently, which is rough and not great for their mental well-being, or they're going to have to say, hey, it's happening. Here's my dislike count, and publicly show them anyways. And actively addressing it is more likely to make the groups feel like they won. It's stupid. It's stupid. The real reason they've done this is because brands are too afraid of getting like crapped on by the internet. Brands are very used to TV and all that stuff where they can put an ad out and then they never have to listen to anything because it's not a two-way communication channel. The internet is two-way. Brands, companies need to suck it up, put on their big boy pants, and deal with people not liking them. But no, instead they're just going to like pull ads from the platform, and like YouTube can't have that. YouTube forgets about analytics and forgets outsource stuff. They don't forget that. They know exactly what actually is going down here, right? Probably hurt by the YouTube rewind ratios. It's not so much the YouTube rewinds ratio, it's when another big, if like, let's say like a Coca-Cola puts out an ad, or no, a better example, Pepsi. If Pepsi put out that extremely tone-deaf ad they did a few years ago with, I think, Kylie Jenner, I forget who exactly it was. I don't really care who it was, but like, they put out that incredibly tone-deaf ad, dislike ratioed like crazy. Let's say Pepsi put that out like a month ago when the counter was still there. The video got completely demolished. To the point there were there were news articles written on it. Pepsi would just say, screw this, we're done with YouTube, no more ads from PepsiCo on YouTube. YouTube doesn't like that. So that's why they removed this like counter. There's no more way for the internet to know that Pepsi made this, or not really, there's no way to know, because it's just still going to spread and be talked about elsewhere, but like, there's not going to be like mainstream news articles written about Pepsi's like massive PR blunder, right? Don't care, just ignore the hate. The thing is, like, with the just ignore it, I don't think that's always a solid option. I remember when I first started getting, like, I got, like, just barely big enough to occasionally get dislikes on stuff. It was, like, tearing me up. Like, what am I going to do about it? Like, obviously, now it doesn't matter because, like, one, if it's just someone coming... Because a lot of times what it is, someone comes in, there's a genuine use of the dislike button in that it's, like, and that, like, someone can be, like, I don't like this content. It's not that it's bad content. It's just like there's a valid reason. Like if I got recommended, I don't, because I think before the content became big, I was already not one watching it. If anything, I don't dislike stuff. I just tell YouTube to never recommend it to me again, which is a different button. Like never recommend me the channel, and it kind of like picks up on that. But there's a valid use of the dislike button that's not intended to be in any way saying that you think the content is of bad quality. There's just generally like someone could just like love watching like makeup and beauty content, get recommended this stream, click on it, and clearly it's not for them. They don't like Pokemon. They can dislike it, and YouTube knows not to recommend me. It knows not to recommend someone like Puffin. You know, it knows not to recommend people similar to my channel to them, and like it helps tune their recommendations. That's kind of the point of the dislike button. It's not necessarily supposed to be there to say I don't like you in your opinion. It is to say this isn't valid for me in a certain way. So there's valid reasons to use it, and like you just kind of have to roll with the punches that you will get dislikes. They're just people training the algorithm for themselves. You know, some dislikes are just the algorithm made a bad take when it came to what it put on someone's recommendation page. Some people genuinely think your content's stupid or dumb. They don't like shiny hunting. They think it's a stupid thing to do. They don't like Pokemon because they think it's dumb. They're just going to dislike it to dislike it, you know? It's like, I'm not going to be able to do anything. Occasionally you'll have someone dislike it because, yeah, they like genuinely like, oh, I like this idea, but you've ruined the concept of it or something, and they like should have a suggestion. If that's the case, let me know why. Let me know what was wrong. Then there's the other ones that are just trolling, and it's like literally nothing you can do about it, right? Like, but our brains just don't like that and can't like, you can't just like not process and not think about the numbers, right? Like, especially if like it's a hobby you care about and you enjoy, like the feedback you get for the community and everything, and then you get negative feedback, like your brain's gonna focus on that the same way it focuses on like derogatory insults and stuff like that. Like, you know, negative responses always stick longer, you know? It doesn't change just because it's a number on a screen. The kid song thing, they get millions of dislikes, reminds you of Tone Deaf Bar. I mean, and like those, again, they just roll with it, right? Like, they don't care. Those people don't care. Again, it's the big brand stuff, you know? Scythe, you're getting the ball! You're all here for that. Power to the people and creators, baby. Heck yeah. Dislike button could also show what you could be doing wrong. And the thing is, like, creators still do get that. Like, that feedback is still there. The problem really just comes down to, it's this whole weird dystopian feeling push towards, you know, there is no war in Ba Sing Se. There is no controversy on YouTube. Like, it's, you can't just ignore it. That doesn't make it go away, right? Like, that's just a horrible, horrible way to look at that kind of thing. It doesn't work. So, you know, what are you, like, you know, just pushing it under the rug and hiding the number doesn't change the fact that all the stuff that, like, all this stuff isn't happening, right? Yo, Shy, Ash, Earthbound fan, Sanjay, welcome to the stream, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. You got a Toys R Us ad? Thought they died? I think someone bought the brand and they're, like, reviving it. It's not quite the same as it was before. It is a different company now. The ghost of Toys R Us, yeah. What did Puffin do to deserve being in this conversation? Be like one of the first shiny hunting streamers that comes to my head usually, as far as similar content to mine. If you ever dislike, you provide a reason in the comments, and hey, I guarantee you creators appreciate that. Constructive criticism is almost always welcome, and if it's not, it's probably not, like, it's probably better to just kind of let them, like, do whatever they're doing, and if they're death spiraling, they're death spiraling, right? Half of your childhood. Notice you saw Puffins who set up on Twitter. Looks like, yeah. Yeah, I check up on Twitter occasionally. I saw him post his new stuff there. I still need to get my setup fully together. It's still an absolute mess right now. Like I mentioned earlier in the stream, there's like these like rubber like shavings on my desk. Like these little like black flakes on my desk, and it's because the like rubber insulation on the cable got scraped when I was doing some cable management. So I'm trying to get that all set away. Yeah, Sanjay, how many tries do you think it'll take to get the shiny PIPLUP? I'm hoping I find it sooner rather than later. I really want to, I'd love to find it under 2,000, but it could go on to easily 4,000. Based, I feel like I'm really behind. What was the based comment in regard to? Seems mindless isn't actually mindless. I don't know. I've talked about this before. I feel like I don't know like if my opinion's like the normal opinion or if it's just the fact that I've been on the internet for over half of my life at this point, and I remember like original like just core YouTube, like people just posting the videos out there and stuff. Like the internet's definitely changed. It's definitely become more popular, and with that it's become more corporate, and like obviously like in some ways it brings more people to the platform, and that's fantastic, but like in other ways it's like I've watched platforms that I use die, and I think YouTube is at the moment way too big to fail, so obviously that's not happening, but like it is frustrating seeing like some of the authenticity and directness of the internet go away. I mean, I know like it brought with it horrific things, and like those should be dealt with, but there's different ways to deal with that than like faking it like this. You know, FC, what's going on? Still holding Cheryl captive to hunt in the Eterna Forest. Got lucky with their Drifloon hunt, but no luck with the Eterna Forest. I hope it will shine for you soon. Thank you, FC, and I hope your Eterna Forest hunting goes well. Congratulations again on the Drifloon. The dislike discourse. Oh yeah. I mean, I was kind of wondering what like specifically in there, because I feel like I rambled a whole bunch, but nah, hearing about that, I thought that was just the dumbest thing. The dumbest thing, you know? It's like, it does nothing. It does nothing to help anyone they say it helped. Such wow. But yeah, so that's my rambling on this topic. I think it's the second time I've gone on about it. Such wow was invented by Albert. Dang. Invented the Doge meme right there. An amazing saying. Useful in every situation, right? Man, I would love to see something come up that could like rival YouTube and kind of make it like give them a kick in the pants. I feel like YouTube's kind of doing that to Twitch for live streaming a little bit, but not a whole heck of a lot. Yo, Toasted Switch, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? It's very useful, very. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know someone come up with YouTube, but man, hosting video on the internet's insanely hard to do profitably. To the point, I still don't think YouTube's really profitable. I think it's just Google is able to run enough ads on YouTube to make more money than they lose from YouTube. Is effectively how I think it goes right now still. Being a content creator is super tough. There's such a fine line to thread. Like depending on the kind of content you're making, I feel like I end up in a much easier category here. I am playing Pokemon. I can pretty much do whatever I want that would be at all appropriate for anything related to Pokemon, and I am fairly okay as long as like I'm doing whatever appeases the algorithm in terms of like just showing my content to people. But no, I mean, it's gotta be rough for the people out there who try to talk about certain things, and like those certain things like sometimes end up being hot button issues, and it's like, that's just, it's rough. Yeah, no, people who actually make it their job, that's crazy. I don't think I could ever do that, and if I could, I would probably die. It can be demotivating, but you have to keep your head up and try. Yeah, I mean, like that's definitely a big thing with it, and I mean, you got to balance that as well. You got to balance like the grind with not burning out, like the same kind of thing, like to an extent that you see happen with like people like entrepreneurs who have like their own like big traditional companies and stuff. Like even those, you know, it's like they're still like grinding, and you know, it's like felt like I was gonna lose everything at one day, and then like boom, was successful. And for every one of those, there's like at least 20 people who weren't successful, and it's just, yeah, I mean, doing anything. Doing what you like love and what is your passion can be so difficult, and like the only reason it's able to work is because it is your passion, right? The fancy E, keep up the grind. I'm trying my best. The numbers have been really supportive over the past week and a half, with like the massive growth in subs. We've gained over 100 subs, I want to say, in the past like week, basically. Yeah, so November 19th, so the day that the games came out to today, we've gained 108 new subs. Yeah, 108 new subs, which is phenomenal. That's a crazy number for me. And I really do appreciate that. And like the views are off the charts. It's insane. And like I said, I do genuinely just appreciate all of that support. You know, Frank Booker, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Funny enough, Shiny hunted your Turtwig, got it at 420 tries. Nice. So clutch and such an emotional moment. That's awesome, Frank. Congratulations. I'm really, really hoping I can get this PIPLUP soon. Substonks through the roof. Love making videos and streaming. May not be the biggest, but you have fun streaming. Fun even streaming with Zero. It gets awkward, but still fun. That's definitely the big thing, right? Is like, and this is why I always say thank you to everyone who's in chat and stuff like that. Is because like, I've joked about this before on this stream, and I joke about it with friends all the time. But like, if I were to go on Twitch, honestly, there's a tough choice between like making this a stream labeled as Pokemon and a stream labeled as just chatting, because not like there's a lot of gameplay happening right up here, you know. Not a whole lot to commentate on. So yeah, genuinely, the interaction with chat is like the biggest thing in these streams, obviously. So it's always fun hanging out, talking with everyone, meeting new people, and all the stuff like that. One of those new subs, and I absolutely appreciate it. FC makes your shiny hunting less lonely. Absolutely, absolutely. That's how I got into watching it. I was doing a lot of SOS hunting in Pokemon Sun, and I found a streamer at the time named Random Tens and watched every one of his streams he did, and those are always like super fun moments while shiny hunting, to just kind of like sit back, chill, talk with chat and everything. And after that, I was like, you know what? I want to do this myself. I want to stream myself. And yeah, just decided to start, and here we are. Get your time eventually. Yeah, it happens. It happens. You just gotta kind of get lucky at points. It's like a part of it. And Frank Booker, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. But yeah, no, like genuinely, it's like there's a little bit of luck to it, and I will admit I got incredibly lucky at the start of my streaming. Like ridiculously lucky. Like I can't even begin to explain how lucky I got in those first the first like couple months of streaming. I got very unlucky after that, but like up until that point I got super lucky, and honestly it completely skewed my mentality on the streaming. It was crazy. I mean, because like first month of streaming, I think by the end of my first month of streaming, I was starting to get disappointed when my concurrent viewers didn't almost immediately jump to 24 after starting streaming. Like, if it was below like 25 for like most of the stream, it was a terrible stream, like concurrent viewer wise. That's like what the streams were like then for me. And by the time, like by the peak of that, I actually went back and looked up today. I had a peak concurrence. I think the highest concurrent viewers I ever had was like my third month of streaming, maybe. Not even quite into my third, or just barely into my third month, I guess. Barely into my third month of streaming. Concurrence of like 96 viewers was, I think, the max when I went back and looked at some of my streams. Since then, we have peaked for a brief moment to 76 from a raid, and aside from that, like this past week's been the highest it's been, and like the perspective shift and the appreciation of those like 50 people being in chat last week as opposed to 2017 is very different. I'm very much more appreciative of it, you know. Substonk went up by 1. Heck yeah. Sometimes you zone out and get tired. Always worried you'll run from the shiny, so it keeps you awake too. Hey, I'm glad I can provide like a bit of a benefit there, FC. I totally get that though. I'm always super nervous I'm gonna like reset through muscle memory or something. I had to get lucky with streaming and content creation. Oh, absolutely. And it's like super cutthroat because, you know, you're gone for a week, and like if there's any other content to watch at the time slot you streamed in and they're doing it, that's it. That's what they're doing now, you know? Yeah, it's like, you know, so there is a little bit of, I would say, a quote-unquote benefit to streaming, of that, like, it's not prepped. If I, or repeat myself to clarify, or I mumble for a second, it's whatever, right? It's streaming. If I, like, mute the stream and sneeze, it's whatever. It's streaming. It's live. Versus like, you know, actual like a video upload, this would be a lot harder to, there'd be a lot more effort put into it, you know. But at the same time, like I feel like streaming has much more instant consequences for any like mess up, you know. Always willing to hang out with other shiny hunters, bro. Hunting for shiny Drapion with sniper ability. Best of luck, Frank. Hopefully find it soon. Happy to have you here, man. Super happy to have you here. Decent mix of Pokemon shiny hunting on the just chatting and Pokemon section on Switch. Yeah, like it really does feel like it's got to be like split, you know. Puckers. But yeah, no, for real though, everyone. Thank you so much for everyone who is here, for all the support through the subs, the likes, just the chats in general, members, you know, super chats, you know, Streamlabs donations, all that kind of stuff. It's all super appreciated, you know. And yeah, again, like I said, like the most, like, no matter what, chatting is one of the best things, and I just love having people here in chat, hanging out and talking. Because without it, yeah, it'd be a little bit awkward to be streaming without any kind of, like, chat, you know? Because, like, without a chat, it's just, like, me sitting here playing these games silently, because, you know, I'd have Netflix on or something. And that wouldn't be fun to watch. So yeah, thank you all for being here, watching me shiny hunt and listening to me rant about my like various hot takes on YouTube and internet stuff in general. Are you heading out, Frank? I see you later. See you later, man. Thanks for being here. Yeah, and boring, yeah. This broke your chain. Oh no! You'll find that Pachirisu soon, Frank. I believe in you. Love doing stuff like this, just hanging out, chatting while shiny hunting. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, a lot of times when I'm like shiny hunting, if it's not on stream, yeah, I'll just be hanging out and chat with someone. Spiciest hot take. I know it's probably not like actually a hot take. I know like most of YouTube agrees with that take, but still. Patrice is one of your favorite shinies too. Good luck with it. Yeah. Yeah, Frank CR there was going for, I believe, a Poke Radar chain on Pachirisu earlier. I do want to do Pachirisu soon. That'd be a lot of fun, I think. Maybe that's the reason Shuriken made a chain break venting channel. Would definitely make sense. You gotta let it out. You know, you get to those like chains of 37, 38, and it's like you start wondering, do I play the game of continuing this chain, or do I just like start refreshing the Poke Radar here? Cause yeah, that got stressful yesterday, with the Shinx and Bidoof. Both of those, both of those got super stressful. They're in those like last 10 encounters or so. Excuse me. I didn't mean to choose Turtwig. Yeah, definitely one of those tragic moments. 1,000+ parts, yeah, to make it all the way through that, like, if you don't do that many parts for the video, like, it's just too much in one, you know? Might add more later, like a follow-up series. hat. This hat's not a fun one to wear under the headset. You see the nice red markings left on my head from getting pushed in. Gosh. There we go. Hopefully my hair doesn't end up being too like hat hairy or anything. It's just that awful red mark on my head. We're gonna find the shiny like this try, right? Yeah, 20 different series. Yeah, you gotta have like all the different spin-off series about it too. Yo, Poke Guitarist Jake, welcome, welcome. Sorry it's been a while since you were here. Hey, that's fine, that's fine. So to chill out for a while. I wish you luck on this shiny sub box, and note has been flooded with BDSP. Oh my god, same, man, same. I went looking for a video from like 3 days ago in my sub box, and it took me a good few minutes of scrolling to get past like all the streams planned for today, all the streams from yesterday, and like all the streams from the day before. Like there was so much stuff, and it's been awesome. It's been awesome to see how like hype everyone's been about these games. I admit I've been contributing to this as well, 1 to 2 streams a day pretty much for the past like week and a half. Ignore the red line. What? It will give shiny luck. What will give it? Ignoring it will give luck? Thing to break to eat. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Yeah, I had a little bit of a snack before stream, but I didn't have a whole heck of a lot of time to like make a meal post the stuff I do like earlier in the day on Mondays. Because yeah, like Mondays I've got stuff going on until 6:30, and then I rush home and like hope I prep the stream fast enough. Just it being there. Ah. All right. We got shiny Stunky and Staraptor so far. Nice! Item duplication glitch. Only using it for the apricorn balls. Trying to gift apricorn ball mods to the community. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I found 3 shiny Shinx and 2 shiny Bidoof yesterday, and those are the only shinies I found in the game. So I know like is 5 shinies still, but for the amount of time we spent doing the starter hunt, then we did Drifloon, like it's like I was kind of hoping to have something else found as well at this point. Paid big bucks for the apricorn balls, so I feel like I should do this for the community since they put it behind a huge paywall. Ah, gotcha, man, gotcha. All right, it is now 8 o'clock, so we no longer have to deal with the constant fake shiny Starlies. No exploits or cheating, but as long as it's not injecting anything into your game by an outside source like hacking internally or externally, it passes in your book. And that's totally fair. That's totally fair. It's not something I would do, but like if someone else is doing it, I don't judge it or anything. I totally get it. And I definitely see like the difference between like an exploit versus like actually genning stuff as well. Excuse me. Should be getting ready for karate, but instead you're watching the stream. Should do both. I did see today, I guess apparently the like speedrun records, any percent in these games are already like 30 minutes or something like that, like 35 minutes or something crazy. Is this what the kids call music you're hearing in the background? There should be a little bit of it. Hey Jesse, what's going on? I've been software setting for a shiny starter and was curious. Is it normal for the game to sometimes crash on the legendary loading screen? Unfortunately, it seems like it is. Like, yeah, I've had it happen a few times on both of my games where just, yeah, it does like the, you know, crashes unexpected, or like, you know, has unexpectedly closed thing. I've had that a few times. I haven't had it super often, but I have had it, I would probably say about 5 times. In my like 1500 encounters. Yo, gamers, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Baby play acorn looking thing is still mean. Think you're at double odds. Dude, that's rough. Starts at 5:45. Getting close then. If you wish more streamers would understand that. Some people are too concerned about what you're doing when it's not affecting anyone else negatively. It shouldn't matter. Yeah, I mean, like, if you're doing it, you're doing it. Like, I generally already don't trust anything traded to me. Is basically how it goes. I just assume anything traded to me could be completely, like, exploited or duped or genned or whatever. And so, like, knowing that it is like, all right, that's how I was going to operate with it before. Yeah, you know, so yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't do it. That's all I care to police is myself, you know. I don't care what others do in the game at all. How they want to experience the game and play the game's how they want to experience and play the game, you know. When you're going for PIPLUP, it happened twice. Yeah, I don't know what exactly causes it. And yeah, Shadow Rose Gaming 08, thank you for the sub. Clone your Pokemon in games like Emerald or Gold version, or they never patch them out, but would never give you a shiny if you didn't want that. Never hack a clone. Hey, yeah, no, I totally get it, man. I totally get that. Yeah, like, I mean, I've done the RNG abuse in Emerald. Like, that was some of the first stuff I streamed was like finding a Trico legit in Emerald shiny, and then spinning that around and taking the IDs and everything from that, and finding our shiny frame to just like crush it and immediately find a like a shiny Poochyena, and then I found like 13 more. You know, it's like, yeah, no, I mean, stuff, especially the older games, it's like the exploits are almost more part of the character to them, you know. +1 added to sub stonky. Yes, the sub stonks are going up. Hey, what's going on, Cinder? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hope your Monday's gone well so far. All the stonks. Panic. Why panic? I can't find shirt. Oh no. Valid reason to panic. Got a shiny Torchic and Emerald in 2012 and had no idea your shiny registry you did 2,000 something resets for was also an RNG clone until all the way in 2016 when Sun came out because of the IV checker. Oh. Then you're like, hold on a second. Something's fishy here. Remember back in X and Y shiny values for eggs? Use Reddit then to swap eggs with others to hatch shinies. It was a nice community, actually. Yeah, that was the same kind of thing. I saw it happen a lot in Sun and Moon too. It's kind of a bummer that's not a thing anymore. Because that's kind of like a neat thing that people did. I kind of like that. I also have some thoughts on the convo. Someone who used to hack in shinies, yes, no, shocking the full odds purists and used to hack shinies. As long as people are honest about whether they're hacked, whether they hacked their stuff or not. Literally, don't think it's below. Yeah, that's kind of my thought. Is like some people might be like, oh, it's cool to like look at the items, like if it's gemmed in or whatever, who cares? And then there's like, yeah, the people who are like super like, I want everything to be legit and like all this stuff. Like, you know, I go out of my way to like, when I streamed older games back when I didn't have like a capture card and stuff, like I've found a GameCube to borrow with a Game Boy player and found like a super cheap capture card for a GameCube and, you know, got batteries to fix my console and stuff, or like to fix my cartridge and stuff like that. And like did all this stuff just to keep it legit, you know? So like, that's what I do, and I totally understand other people don't do that. Some people are going to immediately just want to like gen in a bunch of stuff and have it like a meme game. That's fine. That's totally fine. It's a video game. Play it how you want. It's not like this game's super multiplayer. Obviously, yeah, like competitive battling and stuff. If someone shows up to like week 1 tournament with a perfectly IV like set team and stuff, it's like you gen those in. That's not really in the spirit of this kind of thing, but that's a whole different situation than like wanting to gen in some items because they're rare. Yeah. Shiny values during X and Y are black and white. I barely remember. But no, I know what you're talking about, FC. Yeah, where it's like people could like know their shiny value, and like you could look at the shiny value of eggs and be like, hey, I have an egg with this value. Who's got this ID? Yeah. Play it how you want. Yeah. When Sun and Moon had just come out, like early 2017, you ran a shiny Pokemon giveaway blog on Tumblr. Really? I didn't know this. You put a full-on shiny Squirtle and Emerald after 4,151 eggs with Counter Miracle this year, and also at Hardy Nature. IVs are different from your Torturing Reggie Steel and Mudkip, though. Nice, another frame found that. Oh no! Hopefully the panic can be calm soon. Still looking for your balloon. 2,200 in. Colin, best of luck to you. I hope you find it soon. I'm excited to get back to the balloon on Friday. That's going to be our Friday hunt until we find it. Your shiny Squirtle wasn't really an early frame, though. It was like in box 7 or something like that. Yeah, I guess that's fair. You don't really want to be waiting that long for the frame. Oh, is it calm now? Do you find it? That's good. That's good username. Everyone was so nice, helpful with the egg swapping. Yeah, I know, it's awesome. I feel like when you find those super niche Pokemon communities, they're always super nice. You know, like outside, I feel like outside of competitive and outside of like very, very mainstream, Pokemon communities are like super, super nice. It was when you first learned about homebrewing your 3DS and custom firmware. Only reason you stopped was because Nintendo patched homebrew. Took a while for people to figure out how to bypass it. Yeah, that tended to kind of continuously be the case. I know, yeah, like after Sun and Moon came out, there was a massive game of cat and mouse with various firmware versions and stuff. Shirt found. Good, good. Your singular dusk ball paid off. Nice. While you ran the blog, you did your first 2 successful hunts on the Pseudomethod Rockruff and 30 eggs and an SOS Vulpix at about 62 encounters. Nice. That's some solid luck with the shiny hunting there. I'm just gonna ask you to change. Like, funny story, long story. Yes, but no. And guys, we're getting close to 20 likes on the stream. If you haven't left a like, would greatly appreciate it if you did. We're trying to get to at least 25 likes today. That is our goal. So I'd really, really appreciate it if you haven't left a like, if you would. Thanks. The 3 degrees of your shinies. Still have a bunch of hack shinies from your giveaway blog days. So usually just separate hack shinies from your method shinies and your method shinies from your full odds. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like I've kind of separated out anything I've gotten that wasn't, like, 100% known legit. It just stays on its own. Don't even know where that dust ball came from. I think Pachirisu picked it up. Nice, Pachirisu, making sure you got that shiny. Got a new record. Your luck is touch and go. You're able to get your Switch from a Kellogg's giveaway, but for a while nothing good happened after. It's like you just use all of your luck in bursts, right? It's like all the bad luck's just happening while you're saving up some good luck for this really, really good thing, and then just like, that's it for a while. Min-maxing that luck, exactly. You just use it like at those moments where you feel like you need to, and then none anywhere else. I still just love the berry. Like, what's going on? It's like, what do you think? What do you think is going on? We're getting attacked. The thing I told you would happen. It's like this Jinx after PIPLUP 10 encounters later to Shiny Kricketot. Now nothing. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like we know Z4 like once every month or like every 2 weeks or something like that. You're just gonna get like a massive haul of shinies, fill a whole PC box with them, and then just not get any more for like another month. Wouldn't even be opposed to running a shiny giveaway block again. Just don't want to mess around with homebrew custom firmware in your Switch quite yet. That's totally reasonable. That's totally reasonable. Like I know, yeah, I know there was at least one streamer. Or at least one person I knew who kind of got like slapped pretty hard for that. It's like, yikes. So that's, I'm gonna be honest, the initial reason, like I've talked about how like my opinion on the OLED Switch is was like I was gonna buy a new Switch anyways, may as well get an OLED, and then I still didn't get an OLED because I didn't have them, and I wanted a new Switch anyways for these dual hunts. Part of that was so I could like shift all my stuff off of my old Switch and use my old Switch in a more risky way, just without a Nintendo kind of linked, you know. I could be like, oh, I sold it to someone, that's not me anymore, or something like that, you know. You duplicated 999 moon balls and want to catch shiny Darkrai in one? Nice. Yeah, like it'd be interesting to try some like, it'd be interesting to try some of that stuff. I love tinkering and everything, but I like my Pokemon to not risk getting just like completely deleted or invalidated a good bit more, so I don't do that. Granted, I still have a custom like theme on this one, because despite the homebrew like completely being broken on this and not being accessible, I have my theme on here. I don't even know if it's on the SD card properly anymore. I think it's loaded into the system. Only thing that stayed from the homebrew. The rest of it's back to normal at this point. I've had that like custom theme on there for pretty much as long as I've had the 3DS effectively at this point, because really I only had the 3DS for like 2 or 3 months before that, before I put that on there, and then like I put all my hours into Pokemon after it, so like 99% of the time I've used that 3DS, it's had that theme. Only people who are gonna invalidate them are haters. No cloning glitch exists for actual Pokemon, but haven't used it because you're scared of repercussions on that. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that one's handled. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised with the dupe glitch for them to figure out a way to see if a Pokemon was dupe glitched. Granted, I don't know what they'd be able to do about it, honestly. Like, the number of people who just received a Pokemon from a trade and like genuinely don't know it's duped. That'd be a lot of people to kind of disappoint with the sorry your Pokemon's not legit anymore thing, you know. So I don't know how that one would go down with people, but it is a possibility for them to like just be like, no, that's it, we're done, you know. Anything that we realize is duped, not allowed in battle. Granted, I don't think they're gonna care nearly as much with these games, seeing as they aren't becoming the main competitive games. The VGC is sticking with Sword and Shield, so I think they probably still care more about legitimacy of Pokemon in Sword and Shield than in BDSP. I heard rumor they're going to punish players for getting Shaman early, so you're worried with at least cloning Pokemon. If you have 2 identical Pokemon, the game, they're both going to disappear. I'm not sure. It's a good day to be waiting for Shaman anyway, right? Yeah, I don't know how much they would be able to really punish people, so much as it's just going to be like, this Shaman's not legitimate, it can't go to Pokemon Home. Like, that's probably the most punishment I can see coming out of it, is like there's going to be a certain capture date, like a minimum or like a earliest capture date that's like allowed in the system. I could see that kind of happening, so like anyone who caught it like quote unquote before that date, like because everyone caught it before that date, if they've caught it now, wouldn't be allowed to move them up or something. And like for me, it's again like that thing where it's like I don't like doing the glitches and the hacks and all that stuff, so like I wasn't really super interested in it. It's intriguing to see how it works. I have no interest in doing it. So like to me, that was kind of the thing. It's like, oh, that's neat. I won't do it, but that's neat. And yeah, that's kind of just where I left it. That's where like I just felt like I was like, yeah, that's cool, but I see no value here for me to do it, you know. Now you're hesitant to get a Shaman early, was planning on maybe you'll just skip that. Yeah, it's like for me, it's like I don't hack. I don't like gen stuff in because I just like doing it as legit as possible. And if anything, tacking my own specific rules on top of that. There's so many things to hunt. I don't think I'll be out of things to hunt before Shaman's, you know, legit in the game, you know, or Shaman and Darkrai being legit in the game. I think VGC with these games would be a nice throwback in your opinion, plus Gen 8 beta sucks. You mean you don't like Dynamax? What? Heard rumor from a mutual friend on YouTube who sent one of your other friends an article about them. They're going to take away Shaman for people who got it early, even people who shiny hunted it. That'd be interesting to see if they're just like, oh, doesn't exist in your PC anymore. That'd be interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I could definitely see them being like, it doesn't trade up, you know. I think like just preventing it from trading up because it's like an illegitimate date is totally fine. I think that's totally like a measured response to that of like, shouldn't have done it. You know, we put our validation checks in place for a reason. This is how it works out. Like I can see that. I can get along with that, you know. Hope this rumor is coming from some shiny hunter purist who thinks everyone should shiny hunt their way. I think it's just a suspicion of, like, generally Pokemon's cracked down on hacked Pokemon to an extent. So, like, something this publicly known to be like illegitimate and like hackable at this point, I could definitely see where they kind of come from with this whole idea of like, yeah, maybe they don't like that. I can see that, trying to scare the people from doing it. Yeah. It's like if I make them think it'll go away, they won't hunt for it. That'd be an interesting play. Right? To just, like, come up with this and, like, freak the whole community out and then not hunting it. That'd be very interesting. Personally, I think it'd be really messed up for punishing players for using glitches they left in the game, especially without voicing out the community about not doing this. Yeah, and that's why, in my opinion, that's why I feel like the idea of it and just not moving into home is fair, because I feel like taking the Pokemon away is too much. Because yeah, it's like if they haven't come out and gone like, don't use glitches, because like, sorry, I totally smacked the mic there, taking my headphones off to do that. But yeah, if they didn't immediately come out and say like, hey, or if they don't have a history of that, and like, if they didn't immediately come out and say, hey, anything you catch that like you clearly had to use glitches to catch is going to get like deleted, you know. If they haven't clearly communicated that yet, like, then I feel like it's too much for them to just delete the Pokemon. But at the same time, I think it's totally reasonable to assume that a Pokemon that is found through a glitch may not pass validity checks. That's already been a thing. Various forms of genning, various forms of weird like glitches in old games just cause Pokemon to show as invalid when it comes to moving them into bank or into home. So to me, I think that's fair. I think it's fair to assume that a shaman found in the first week of the game being out is probably not a... It's safe to assume that that's probably not going to move into home. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I think it's like a fair middle ground thing, you know? I think Ilka should have made a statement warning people not to do this before they punish players before giving it a chance. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the situation they're in. But at the same time, if they didn't know about this, I feel like Pokemon Company kind of enters a period of silence for that month after the games come out, because they want to just kind of let the games happen. And after the games happen, they just kind of want to wait until they're going to be like announcing home coming out and stuff like that for it. Let the games just kind of ride on their own success all the way through the holidays, and then boom, pick up after that with stuff. For most of your Musa legendary hunts, you typically genned in Pokemon to help catch the legendaries, but otherwise they were fully legit full odds. Got you. But yes, that's generally my opinion on it. Is like, because again, I come from a place of not really wanting to do those kind of gen hunts. I feel weird about them. About doing them. I don't mind other people doing them, but I do think that like it's reasonable. I think it is reasonable to assume that something that's like very clearly glitched in, like land surf, isn't something you can like truly accidentally do. You can accidentally do it, but I feel like most people will be like, oh no, and stop pretty quickly if it happened, or just realize that they're doing something that's very glitchy at that point, you know. I don't think many people are going to cause land surfing to happen, not realize that it is clearly unintended, and then also end up where Shaman is, you know? Like, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's quite reasonable to assume would happen at any point. So I think it's safe to assume that anyone that goes into doing the Shaman hunt knows that it's a glitch in some way, you know? So again, that's where it's like, don't take it away. I don't think it's fair to take away the Pokemon after people have gone out and caught it. because they haven't done that in previous games. But if it doesn't go into home, that's just a validity check, you know? Prior to Shaman and Darkrai being confirmed huntable in BDSP, you were fully planning to hack them in to hunt them in OG plat. I know I helped Mel get the items needed to start those encounters. You know, like the DNS trick with the new fan-made mystery gift server and all that stuff. We got that set up. Pokepelago exploit. What was the Pokepelago exploit? I don't remember this one. Yo, what's going on? Non-Pokemon related, but your rich uncle got the Porsche GT3. I got to see it on track this past weekend. Nice. I bet that was cool. Hey, Juan, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Loved the Pelago exploit. Missed that. Why not? Why do I not know what the Pelago exploit is? I feel like a fool. Could speed up any Pokepelago process. It wasn't just through like setting your clock forward, right? Insta hatched eggs, leveling happiness increase, etc. Oh dang. Involved the clock, but it wasn't just fast forwarding it. Roll the date to early 2017 and that set your date, do you think the last day of January, and clock to 23:59 and then quickly back out of settings and then go into your game and everything finishes instantly. Interesting. You know, you sure used it. It just became like so ingrained in you that like it's like you don't even remember exactly what you're doing, you're just doing it. Uncle with the GT3, cousin with the Mustang, and other cousin with the Cayman, and then you and your little Stinger. Hey, that's awesome, though. That's awesome. Hope you had fun with it. I would love to take my car out to the track, but but yeah, no, my car is not built for the track. It is a commuter car that happens to have a 6-speed in it. So I can have fun with it, but I can't like have like that kind of fun with it. Yeah, so hopefully I can get like an actual kart soon, so I can do like karting and like compete in leagues with that. I need to see what my local tracks do as far as various like league racing, in terms of like what engines they run and stuff, like what various like classes of engines they run. My buddy's selling it to me from like the track I'd probably be doing it at. Like that's where he's won like the tournaments and like the whole like series is at and stuff, which is awesome for him. But and it's like awesome to like know him and be able to get tips from him. But it's kind of like he's selling it to me with a different engine, so I don't know if that engine would be valid in any of the classes that track runs. So I might have to get another engine if I did buy it. Can grind level ups in EV training. That was instant. That's insane. That's really cool. But I didn't use Pelago for anything more than just creating thousands of Lepa berries. That was my biggest use of Pokepelago. And it created them faster than I could use them. I passed away a couple days ago. Aw, man. But you're breeding a shiny Murkrow for him. Oh, that's a nice way to honor him. You max out your berries and get a ton of treasures at the cave. Yeah. A Torracat for your cat that passed away 2 months ago. Oh, that's also really sweet. Everything was busted in Pelago even without the exploit. Yeah, I mean, you just plant like, yeah, you could plant what, like 18 of a certain type of berry, like of any berry you wanted, and just like 24 hours later, boom, you were done. Do you have a team you want to use, and is it full shiny or not? So I actually have already beaten Brilliant Diamond. This save is specifically just for doing a ton of shiny hunting. I decided not to shiny hunt on the release day and just play through the game. That way I have access to things like Poker Radar and Romanus Park and all that kind of stuff. So I've done all that. And then this save is going to be like for hunting PIPLUP, it's going to be for hunting Drifloon, it's going to be for hunting like Spiritoon, for doing Eterna Forest hunting, Iron Island hunting. Excuse me, sorry about that yawn. Am I in my local karting league? I am working on getting into it at the moment, Jesse. That's kind of like, I don't own a cart yet. Hopefully I will soon. But carts are expensive. So like, it's making sure I have the budget to do it, like initially upfront purchasing a cart, like the frame and an engine, and then like making sure I have tires and tools and a trailer and like at least a bike jacket, so like I'm like in the safety regulations for racing. There's a bunch of stuff I have to figure out budget wise. I think the league I would be most likely to join starts in March, so I have a little bit of time to figure that out. Hopefully some time to get used to the cart if I buy it and stuff. Trick out the cart with a Pokemon decal. My dad's looking at putting a powder coating booth in his new garage, and I'm like, make sure that it's big enough to fit a cart frame in it. So I can powder coat the frame. Tough guy energy. When you met again, you're 25 years old. Hadn't seen since you were 5. I like breeding bird shinies for your human friends that pass away. That's really sweet. Hope you get Murkrow. Yeah, absolutely. Wait for nighttime to hunt an Eterna Forest or Murkrow also. Ooh, after one to speak. Good luck, FC. Good luck. Don't forget the O powers from X and Y. Yeah, those were a big thing too. I would rather find Baniri, but Murkrow would be nice. Doubt you'll leave finding just one. Cheryl's stuck with you for a while. That's kind of how I feel. Like, assuming I have better luck than Gamers isn't like in chat at this moment, I don't think. But assuming I have better luck than Gamers, I plan on doing a good number of hunts there. You know, hopefully find a few Wurmple. Hopefully find like Baniri, Murkrow. You know, a bunch of them. I'm really hoping that can like be a big hunt. And keep reading until you get a mail. Awesome. Need to get started with Brilliant Diamonds so you can shiny hunt the legends and exclusives. Yeah, I've been not like falling behind, but I've been ignoring my Pearl save just because I've been so heavily focused on like completing deck stuff in Brilliant Diamond. But I'm to the point where a significant chunk of what I'm trying to do is like a significant chunk of what I'm missing now in Kanto is just like Pearl exclusives, you know. Not far yet to breed. I think you should make another save also since you're stuck in the forest. Yeah, that's why I just like made my main save like a normal just play through the game save and not worry at all about shiny hunting until I'd beaten Cynthia. It's like I can at least get that far, and then once I'm that far I can do whatever the heck I want and I'm not like locked into anything. So I'm glad that I made that decision. I'm glad I went with that choice as opposed to like words. Yeah, as opposed to shiny hunting everything at the front, because you know we could very easily still be doing Piplup and have no other options except for Turtwig and Chimchar. Had a go-kart for $150. It lasted 6 years before selling it for $400. Juan with the money right there. Yeah, so like the carts I'm looking at, or like not really carts. I have one that my buddy's selling, and yeah, they're very pricey. Like in the I could sell my old car and cover most of the cart kind of money. Like they're up there because like, you know, they're like meant to be run on tracks and stuff, and there's like all this like, you know, frame alignments and like all these different adjustment points and like all this crazy stuff put into the frame and like all the technology in that and stuff. And it's like super lightweight, at least fairly lightweight as far as like a cart like that goes and all that kind of stuff. I think it'd be fun. If I got it, I'd consider seeing if I could get like a GoPro mount on it or something and like film some stuff and post it somewhere. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, not the cheapest hobby. Yeah, it's like I got into video games is like Video games are my cheapest hobby, and I feel like those are generally considered decently expensive. Then I went from just like generic video games to PC gaming. Then I went to streaming and working on a car as hobbies, and I'm like, this is expensive. And now I found motorsports. And I was like, why? Like, my budget's gonna yell at me at some point. It really already is yelling at me, but effectively what it's gotten to is I go to the rental cart place by me enough that I believe if I buy more races, it will have been more money put into the rental carts than it would cost to buy a cart. At which point, any more races I do beyond that at the rental place that aren't just like occasionally going to meet up with people that I know from there would be like, that's like a whole season's worth of gas for like a weekend of racing kind of thing, you know? Friend had a modded cart that ran on a boat engine motor. Dang. Could really be into flying soon. Haha, my fear of heights will stop that one. No, I have no interest in planes. They are not my jam. I am very happy going very fast 3 inches from the ground. I don't want to get above that. This on your 10th shiny bag on. Congrats, David. Congrats. Assuming you're going for a ton of bag on. Wallet, free me from this madman. But it's so much fun. It's so much fun. I've always just wanted to be behind the wheel. Ever since I was very, very little. Like, I remember we went to Disney World when I was like 6, and the one thing I wanted to do when we got there was I saw there was a like, I guess like kind of a go-kart track thing in Magic Kingdom in Tomorrowland. I wanted to do that. I did that. I was done. I was like, all right, that was it. Cool. And my parents wanted to do all this other stuff. And I was like, I'd have been happy doing that again. There was a mini sprint track by our house, like a oval mini sprint track. My dad wanted to get me into it. I wanted to get into it. We went to a couple races. Then we took my mom to one. It's like the final convincing thing. And that was the race where a kid rolled the thing like 7 times down the straightaway. My mom said no. So now I make my own money and can do things. I can make my own decisions on it. So I just have to come up with the funds for a cart. It's basically what's that. Stream, chat, sponsor my cart. Nah. Nah. I kid. Mostly. Your chain's not breaking. That's awesome, David. That's awesome. Just keep that thing going, man. Man, I gotta wonder how, like, crazy a boat engine on a go-kart would be. Because, basically... Yeah, so currently it looks like my buddy's he's got a frame, and he basically just has like a spare Tillotson 225 motor that he'd put on there just so something's on there. But I don't know if they run those in any leagues at the track I go to, or if I'd have to get an LO206 to like actually run in a league race, which is like a Briggs & Stratton 206 engine, sealed for karting. JK on last. It's like, if you guys want. If you guys want there to be a second channel where I just upload kart videos. I'm still hoarding my brother. Both of my parents talk about it as though it is a hobby to pass time while my girlfriend lives and works in Japan for at least a year. I don't know where they got the idea that it would end at that point when she got back in their head, but if that's what's keeping them from freaking out about it too much, so be it. Yo, Colin, down with the bosses, up with the carts. Yes, Colin. Yes, thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. Alright, I gotta get a Streamlabs open so I can update that counter, but don't know hype, guys. Don't know hype in chat for Colin. If the cart wasn't ridiculously expensive, if the cart wasn't so expensive, I feel like it would look like off-putting to even meme it as a donation goal for anyone who randomly came in. I would like meme it as a donation goal. But, alright, so I need to make that too. Hey, that's actually a fitting number. I think I talked about it, there we go. Yeah, so it just takes a second to get that started because the super chats don't come through on that. Would like to visit Japan? Me too. Me too, especially since my girlfriend is over there. Everyone cancel your membership now. We're used for hobby fun. A new low for us. No. How much is the cart? Yeah, so like, I'll throw the number out there. My buddy was looking to sell his old cart, and it was going to be 1,000 for the frame and 1,000 for the motor. Which, like I said, I literally could sell, and am considering selling my Crown Vic to cover most of that, if not, hopefully, just barely all of it. You know, like that's kind of crazy. Your very small membership for Cart in Spirit. I appreciate it, Jesse. I appreciate it. Go through as much as you can while the opportunity stands. I gotta wait for the opportunity to open up. They just closed their borders again. Yeah, the plan was spring, because that was kind of when we were hoping borders would go up, but now we got a whole new variant and stuff to deal with, and it's like, oh, come on. So, that's up in the air, but it's just, you know, basically we're both just pressing on with it under the assumption and the hope that by spring it'll be good. Right, yeah. That whole pandemic thing, yeah. She needed so much. She needed so much paperwork to get over there. Like, she had so many forms she had to provide at the airport here in the U.S. to board the plane before going over there. And like, she was gonna like fly, like stop. She was gonna fly. She wasn't going direct. She was taking like they were doing a stop to pick up the other girl going over in the program. Excuse me. And like, even just getting on that flight, she had to provide all this paperwork, basically. I guess, like, you know, once she goes through security and everything, like, she's effectively on her way to Japan. So she had to provide, you know, negative test results in the last 72 hours. She had to provide, like, forms from the U.S. government saying, yes, she's going over there on, like, government relations business. She had to get forms from the like, federal Japanese government. She had to get forms from the local Japanese government. She had to have all this stuff set up to be like, yeah, I have all this paperwork before she could board the plane, and had to provide even more of it getting off the plane and say what state she came from to see if like she needed a quarantine extra, do all this crazy stuff. And then they finally started opening it up a little bit more like last month, and then they just closed it down again. See what you did, America. It wasn't America this time though. Your card is a penny compared to that, right? Right? No, but at the same time, but the thing is, like, I pay, like, a good chunk of that to do rental races, you know? So it's like, if I own my own cart, I can set it up how I want. I don't have to deal with, like, potentially getting in the bad cart at whatever track I'm at. You know, I get in my cart that I have set up for me with the seat actually moved back far enough and the pedals pushed forward far enough for me to fit and stuff like that, you know? I was going to go to Germany after you graduated, then pandemic. RIP. Hopefully you can still go later. Some people in your digital painting class are talking about what kind of drawing tablet they use, and some just liked a $900 HDMI tablet. Meanwhile, you're out here with your 100-something 2015 Intuos Pro. Hey, whatever works, you know? For digital drawing, is your iPad with Procreate. A link to not like. Oh, okay. Oh gosh, yeah, no, that's. So yeah, I use this as like for like a class where I assume it's to some extent you're still learning if this is what you like doing. I guess like if you have that, hopefully you've been doing it long enough that this class is effectively just to like have a formal credit saying you're good at this like thing. You know, like in the kind of way that I feel like. In the kind of way I feel like anyone really should like be like, yeah, I've been doing this long enough that this is a valid thing to use, but gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, but Juan, you mentioned like has like that the cart that the price I said, the 2,000 for a cart is expensive. That is used 4 years old and a good deal. Like, I'm like, God, that's what's rough. That's what's rough about that. I think my buddy, he's selling it to recoup some of the cost from buying like a frame alone worth way, way, way more than that. It's like, oh, like good grief. Like, man, I gotta get some sponsors before I do that. I'm gonna be rocking some like logos on my cart. Learning digital but 900, I'd be too scared to use it. Yeah, right? Like, at least like with a tablet might even end up being a little bit more than that, like an iPad. But an iPad has other uses and feels like, you know, you're gonna use it for that and stuff. But man, I'd be too scared to break something like that, you know? Say this if you didn't literally just send your mom a link to a tablet of the same brand saying it was the thing you wanted most for Christmas, but it's under 300. Yeah, a much lower end model. Doesn't need to be too crazy fancy. Hoping you'll be able to go by next fall. I hope so, Colin. I hope so. I feel like as much as we keep hearing about more and more stuff with it, I really do feel like we're like on the downswing with it. I think we're finally kind of truly starting to get to the end. You know, there's still bad spikes with everything. Like obviously it should still be taken seriously. That's how we finally actually gotten this thing to go down. But it's like I think we're getting to the point where it's like even some of the bad stuff's not like is like better than like our good moments from a year ago, I feel. But maybe I just haven't looked at the numbers. Maybe it's horrific. I used to collect Pokemon cards years ago and starting back up. Nice. Yeah, I collected them in Gen 3 and then they all turned into paper mache when our laundry machine leaked into the closet they were all in. I was dumb and moved them all to a cardboard box out of their plastic protective sleeves. My parents were like insistent I put them in. I'm like, nah, I like it better. It'll look cooler when they're like in a pile in a cardboard box, and they all just became a giant wad of paper mache. I had some good cards in there. I try not to think about how much that pile probably would have been worth. Probably enough for a go-kart. Like 99% sure you want a job somewhere in the art field anyway. Just need to fight off imposter syndrome and all that. Yeah, I feel that. I think everyone gets imposter syndrome. I get it constantly. Working in tech, I get it constantly. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was rough losing all those. I did collect a few more in Gen 7. I bought a few like the Elite Trainer boxes from the Sun and Moon sets, like Shining Legends and Ultra Prism and stuff like that. I bought a few of those. Fell out of it again before everything got too crazy. All your old cards, you're sure your mother threw them away. Dang. Used to be a competitive Magic player. When you sold your card, you put a down payment on your car. God. Yeah, no, Magic's insane. The price of Magic stuff is insane. What's honestly even crazier is seeing the depth through to which people understand the packs, like the older packs of those cards. It's crazy. Seeing like the fact that I guess like I learned recently, because I don't really follow Magic, but there's a streamer I watched like a little bit, like I watched one of his streams where he was like opening some and he was explaining how like I guess they figured out that some of the packs in the 90s, like based off of how the cards were printed like on the giant sheets of cards before they got cut, when you started opening your pack, you were able to like know like what was in other packs and stuff. It was like someone worked all of that out, and that's insane to me, that dedication. Yeah, here's from a buddy that went to military and wanted to get rid of it, and the torque is instantly loud and the engine would shake the cart so much the whole cart would slide in a circle with no one in it. Nice. That's awesome one. That's awesome. Was it like was it more of like an off-roading kind of cart, or was it like one that you drove around on like the pavement and stuff? You collect Digimon cards, who's a big fan, but now because card flipping is a big thing, it's sometimes hard to get boxer boosters for retail prices. Yeah, I mean, like, you get to the point where it's like, you know, like box stores and stuff are like, just 2. You can only get 2 items from this wall per customer, right? Like, kind of crazy stuff like that. Worked at a store, and pack mapping was still a thing like 4 years ago. Dang. That's crazy. Could open 4 packs, then figure out where all the mythics in a box were. That's ridiculous. What the heck? I know, granted, I know Pokemon had a problem like that very recently, right? Where it was like literally every single like booster box that was sent to a store to set on the shelf. Like you'd be like, this is the good pack, this is the good pack, this is the good pack, just by like counting out the packs. Like they weren't random. So if a store wanted to, they could totally just like buy 2 boxes, pull all the good packs out, and make one like just horrific box. That's why you didn't buy or sell unsealed boxes. Yeah, because at that point you knew it was ruined. Or weighing them. God. Yeah, people will like weigh the packs and they're like, oh, the good cards weigh this much more. Like, yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. It's impressive. I won't say crazy. It's impressive the dedication people can have to that kind of thing. Obviously, I know numbers for like shiny odds off the top of my head for most things once I've like played the game for a little bit, but like I feel like this is on a totally different level. I think a sub 300 HDMI display drawing tablet, a massive upgrade to what you're currently using, is worth it compared to anything else I could really think of you want for Xbox. Hey, I think that's totally legit too. I mean, you're taking classes and stuff, so yeah. The box was opened, it was for individual packs or prize support. Tires are made and body are made for pavement, but your friend was an engineer, and again he modded a boat engine into that thing and changed the body to be versatile in both off-road and pavement. Oh, nice! Yeah, I don't actually know what exact model the frame would be. I need to message my buddy and be like, hey, what was that? What frame was that? Just so I know like what exactly to look for as far as what I would need to do to it. Like, these are very meant to be, like, pavement. They're very meant for tracks. I mean, like, it's like the kind of cart you take, it like, it's at, like, 65 miles an hour. Which is probably compared to a boat engine is slow. But it gets up to, like, 65 miles an hour or something like that. At least on the track that I would be running it at most of the time. Speaking of classes, found out something that ruined your day. Apparently there's a class you have to take next semester or next summer and it's online. No! Rip. Genuinely so frustrating and tired of online class. I understand. I didn't have to deal with it. So like I can't like relate, but I can understand. Like, yeah. I vastly preferred I feel like I would vastly preferred in-person classes to online. You know, like, obviously, all of mine were in person, but, like, I feel like I would have... I would not have done well in online classes. A Toyota vehicle, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? We're getting raided. Yo, Emily, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hashtag Shining Blue Raid. Raid hype in chat, guys. Raid hype. Versian Soda Pop, welcome to the stream, guys. How you guys doing today? Andrew the Taco, welcome. Raiders, welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing today? I'm going to grab Shining Blue's link because you guys from my chat need to... Guys, if you're in my chat and you don't know who Shining Blue is, go check him out. Here is his link. Definitely go check him out. But Shining Blue, what's going on, man? Thank you for the raid. How was your stream today? Do you have any luck with PIPLUP? Snart, welcome to the stream as well. Have you heard of the guy who invented the knock-knock joke? Heard he won the Nobel Prize. Ah, you and Toyota. Hilarious. Kyle, welcome to the stream. Yeah, guys, welcome in. Raid hype, Raiders, welcome. Psycho Sam, welcome to the stream. 3,200 encounters and no shiny Pip or Starly yet. Dang. Seriously, thank you for the raid, man. Hope you're doing well. And yo, Raiders again, welcome in. I am mindlessenigma. I am another shiny hunter. If you're new to the streams, I would love to have you guys leave a like on the stream as well as sub. I believe we just hit our like goal of 25 likes today, so thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Did you hear about the blind carpenter? He picked up his hammer and saw. Hopefully he was safe with those if he's unable to see it. He's subbed to Shiny Blue. Awesome, FC. Awesome. He's a great streamer. Definitely deserves the love and the subs. What is a Pokemon evolving from a dish to a bell? I mean, Oddish eventually becomes Blossom. Does that count? I don't know if that counts. I'm gonna say it does, though. You're not gonna... I hear the rumor about butter. Not gonna spread it. Good, good. Keep the gossip down. Correct. Hey, I got it. I figured it was gonna be something like that. I'm like, I don't know any Pokemon that's shaped like a dish. So I'm guessing it's a name thing. I think he told you that the cart could go 90, but it needs to go straight. Yeah. Yeah, getting any kind of cart up to like that kind of speed and just turning is a recipe for disaster. The cart might turn a little bit, but your direction's not going to change. You're just going to be smoking the tires and sliding around. Lotad is a dish? This is true, FC. This is true. Show the Shiny Blue. Awesome, Z4. Awesome. Yeah, he absolutely deserves it. He absolutely deserves the subs. He's another great streamer. He found a shiny Jirachi. You guys should go check that stream out. That was a super cool one. I've been trying to do that myself, but I haven't done that one in a while. The GameCube's got set up over there, and I haven't like hooked up the capture stuff yet. Didn't believe your chiropractor was any good, but now you stand corrected. Very nice, very nice. What letter can you take from grape that you can do to a person? Trying to think what the joke is here. Bushmaker one took you 2.5 years. Would hunt it again. Absolutely worth it. Yeah, that one's a little inappropriate, Kyle. Again, like I said, I don't think it's really a joke. It's not funny. Yo, Jaden, welcome to the stream. Still hunting Palkia 1409. How's everyone doing? Doing well, doing well. Just making our way through some encounters here still on PIPLUP. We found a ton of shinies yesterday. I think you were here to see at least the aftermath of those. Why the Scarecrow won an award because outstanding in its field. Ah, good one. The butter joke was good though. Text it to your dad. Oh, the butter joke's fantastic. Yeah. Most of these jokes have been great. Two Bidoofs back to back. The Bidoofs being back to back was really crazy. That was awesome. Yeah, like I was totally expecting with the Bidoof to like have to, you know, continuously run back and forth again, but the fact that it's like caught the shiny, pops back out of the battle, more shining grass, that was fantastic. What do you call a radio that has energy? Radioactive? Ah. At least I think it is. I could be wrong. I could have gone into that. I could have gone into that like punchline way too confidently. Correct. Yes. I am clever, guys. Documented right here. Sorry to raid and run, but want to get some food fast and get some sleep. Need to be up in a few hours and want a bit more sleep tonight. Hey, I totally get it, Shining Blue. I totally get it, man. I always feel bad leaving raids like that I do as well, but I mean, you're ending stream for a reason, you know? I feel like if you had time to sit around and chat on YouTube, you'd probably still be streaming. So I totally get it, man. What's a silver patch mean when using Poké Radar? What do you mean by silver patch? Do you mean like the one that's like sparkling a little bit yellow? Or is it like a different one? Shall be lurking though while you do all this. All right, man. All right. Yeah, hope you get some. Hope it's some good food, and then yeah, hope you get some. Soon, hope you get some good sleep tonight as well. Everyone deserves to get the good sleep. Have a good night, everyone. Yeah, you too. You too. And good luck. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully we can get really lucky today. Here's the room about peanut butter. You're not going to spread it. Well, that's basically the same joke. This guy repeats content, guys. What is this? Try not to eat while shiny hunting anymore after you got pizza sauce on your lights buttons. Oh no, it was a stain for a few days. It's gone now, but you were devastated. I believe it. I believe it. So you just gotta eat like foods that are a little less messy. You gotta get one of those. Does anyone else remember? Does anyone else like watching ridiculously stupid gaming YouTuber videos back in like, I guess like 2011, 2012 or something like that? When someone, I forget if they sponsored T Martin or if they sponsored Syndicate Project. One of them got sponsored by some company that was trying to make legitimately a like gamer helmet that you could just like snack with. Like you would just hit a button, like either you like hit a button like somewhere or it was like in part of the helmet, but you would hit a button and it would like dispense like this large Cheeto type thing and just like hold it right by your mouth so you could like eat it without touching your controller. The world peaked at that moment. Our technology peaked because everyone laughed at it and it went away and we were wrong. Nah. But no, it was just like, I remember seeing that. I think it was like some like mechanical like thing that was like lifted up, like took another one of these things and lowered it down to your mouth again. What did one screw say to the other? I don't know. What do they say? Sounds like an idea that was left in the mid-2000s, right? When I got rid of your cart, I gave your little cousin and she won second in a kid's go-kart race. With a boat motor on it, yeah. It's embarrassing she didn't get first. No, it'd be really fun. It'd be really fun to get that cart. I really hope I can. And like legit, if I do, I might start trying to like record some kind of footage of it. In some way. I don't know how I would do it. Don't screw over me. Don't screw me over. The rest of the time you swallowed water wrong in the middle of your Yveltal hunt. She may have been a short hunt, but made you suffer for it. Hope she shared that prize money with you. Yeah, it's like, all right, now you gotta pay. It's like the price of the cart just went up. Didn't know you were gonna be making money with it. You're gonna need a pic of me on the podium when I enter the league. Alright. No promises it'll be during the actual ceremony. Yo, FC just became a member. Member hype in chat for FC. I don't know how many different, like, layouts just played that. That's great. Yo, FC, thank you for that. Member hype had to grab your rallet. Of course, of course. You have to have your special rallet in chat. Yeah, for everyone else who's new, like FC mentioned, gotta have your rallet. If you want a special rallet next to your name, those are for the channel members, as well as the rallet. You get access to special member-only emotes. And if you're in the Discord, which FC, if you're not in the Discord, if you want to, you will get a special role in the Discord as well if you're a member. So if you want to join that, link down below. I don't know if you're already in there or not. If you are, just like DM me a screenshot of like the purchase page of like the membership, and I can do like go ahead and like add you, or just there should be a members only post on YouTube as well, like the community post, where you can just like post like your Discord name if you have one. If you want it, it is the thing as well. Like if you don't want it, that's totally fine too. But yo, hype, hype, hype. All the hype. No prize but a ribbon in first place with some boy who had was a pro kart racer. Oh, that's impressive then. You're gonna hold up with that. Do you hear the rumor about cream cheese? Not gonna spread it. So many rumors about various like spreadable food toppings. Let's go. Not too active on Discord. Drop in and say hi sometime. Awesome, awesome, yeah. Yeah, that's all good. I totally understand that. I'm in so many Discord servers that I like maybe talk in once every few months. But hey, you still got the emotes over here. I'm not gonna spread it. You gotta spread some of these things, man. Toyota, you keep talking about all these like rumors and all these spreadable food items. That boy laughed everyone. Me at rental carts when I'm not running with the other regulars. I say that, like, me at rental cars, like, oh, I'm so much faster, but that's going to totally ignore all the races I do with, like, the other people who are regulars and also know the track and whoop me every time. There's been one time that we have, like, the track I go to has, like, a 1 day of the week. The fastest lap of the day gets you 2 free races added to your account. I have done that. I have gotten that one time, and it was the day after the track had been completely ruined by like a special like public event that just ruined all the rubber on the track. So it was just like a horrible racing line, and I just ran last after the racing line had been the most recovered, and shocker, I got first. Gotta wait till your paycheck to become a member. Hey, no rush, Z4, no rush. I just appreciate having you here. Can't wait to get that rowlet next to your name. Would love to have you have it, yeah. The amount of Discord servers you join because of WoW, and tell yourself I'll stay here because I may decide to play with them again and then never do. Outside of like my own server, outside of like the 2 servers I have, one is just like the friend server that we made back in like 2015 when we all got Discord, and then the one I made for my channel. Outside of those 2, there's one server I have joined that I actually regularly talk in, and even that I don't talk in too much. Your track podium prizes are usually just free races, yeah. And I mean, hey, honestly though, that's what the people doing it want the most. If you gave them money, they would put it right back into it. Like, that's it. That's what I do with me. What did one snowman say to the other? I don't know, Kyle. What did they say? It was nice to meet you. Good one. Good one. Yeah, like I know, so like the one track I go to that's mostly rental carts, you know, they have that once a week. The other track I've gone to, which is the one that's like more so like meant for more serious racing, largely like a lot of times they just have like private sessions for like bring your own carts. They have rentals you can run there, but like that's like a specific time of the day because they're very much so slower and a little bit jankier, because way more likely for people to put those into a wall than it is for people to put their own carts into a wall. And excuse me. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? But yeah, the other track, they do like I think occasionally they'll have like monthly little mini league kind of things where it's more so like hey, if you run like the fastest lap of the day, you get a free race or something like that. Like if you run the fastest lap of the week, you get like this other thing. And like if you run the fastest lap of the month, you get this massive prize. It's kind of cool. What's Beethoven's favorite musical? I don't know. What is it? To avoid hitting high speed on that cart, there's a switch that has safe and speed and max, and the switch needs to be in the second key. Needs a second key to use from 30 to 60 and 90. Dang. God, I'm very intrigued by this cart now, Juan. I'm very intrigued by it. I kind of want to see it. A banana. Wouldn't that be his favorite fruit, not his favorite musical? I feel like that would be another, that'd be like the joke. Maybe the joke's just too big brained for me. That's probably the case. Gotta show the boat cart, yeah. We demand boat cart, Juan. Beethoven's favorite song is the Fifth.
Sometimes I think that I could feel it. It keeps my time. Every night when I'm dreaming, feels like I'm falling through the ceiling.
I'm not gonna spread it. Good. Don't put mayonnaise on stuff. Most of the time it's no good on things. There's no need to put mayonnaise on. Mayonnaise. I couldn't say. I messed up on mayonnaise twice. Guys, why do I sit in front of a camera for 3 to 4 hours a day if I'm not like gonna be decent at all at speaking well? I feel like I flub my words way too much for how much time I've spent like talking into a microphone. Recycled, like what you should do with the mayonnaise jar. Ew. That was a terrible joke. Don't leave, please.
Now I finally realize it's what keeps me in line. No, I don't mind. No, I don't mind.
If there's a New Hampshire, where's Old Hampshire? Somewhere in Europe. Talked to your distant cousin the other day. How'd that go? Because it's fun. Oh yeah, it's absolutely fun. The streaming and stuff. I'm more so just like, how have I like effectively been doing public speaking for the past 4 years, for hours a day? Yet I can't like speak without like stumbling over my words. He said he was addicted to the hokey pokey, but he turned himself around. Good for him. That's what it's all about, you know? Why'd the chicken got so rude? Because he wanted to die. Oh no, was there just like a chicken like processing plant on the other side? Got a really bad joke if you want to hear it. As long as it's like bad in like the corny way and not like the inappropriate way, I'm totally down for it. What if teeth and can't swallow? Gears. That's my answer. A comb. A comb works as well, yeah. What's the difference between an argument and a knife? Bruno, I don't know. What's the difference, Juan? What's the difference? Yo, Jake, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. For some reason, your Switch thought your game card wasn't in. That's really frustrating. That's happened to me before. It happened to me a lot with Let's Go. We'd have to keep restarting catch combos because of that happening. It was really frustrating. A knife has a point. Ah! Pie in St. Lucia costs about $250, $350 in Jamaica. It was the Pirates of the Caribbean. That's a good one. That's a good one. Imagine it happening on a shiny though. That would suck. I've never had it happen, and obviously I don't want to like jinx it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Knock on wood here. I've never had it happen while I've been playing the game. It's only ever happened when the Switch is in sleep mode. So I almost want to say it's some weird issue with like being in sleep mode. Sometimes it just forgets the cartridge is in. Big mad. Oh, absolutely. Valid thing to be mad about for sure. You know, it sucks. It sucks, and this is part of why like it's definitely a good idea to like save every time you close the Switch. Save every time you sleep the Switch. Make sure you always save after seeing a shiny, you know. This broke 500 Shinx encounters and still no shiny. Z4, dude. I hope you find this thing soon, man. What's a licorice's favorite thing to do? I don't know. I didn't know they had preferences in their activities. Favorite thing is to lick. Alright, I guess it's in their name. Your nose will never be 12 inches long, because then it would be a foot. You know what? Now that's actually a pretty good one. Yeah, Victoria, what's going on? 10 hours into your save and still only have 2 badges because you spent too much time hatching eggs and trying to find a better natured pony to... Yeah. I get that, Victoria. I get that. There's so many people who have been putting so much time into these things, into the various hunts of sorts. I have a habit of letting your Switch sit there without saving in sleep mode. Of course, after important things, you save 10 times, but now you'll always save. Yeah, I don't know what's caused it. It happened once with Pearl between like a day of PIPLUP hunting and a day of PIPLUP hunting after that, and it's happened with Let's Go a few times. It's all on my original like release month Switch. Like I didn't get it on release day, but I got it like the first summer they were out. It happened on my Switch. It's only happened on that Switch, I think. I don't think it's happened on my new Switch. So maybe I need to clean the contacts or something, or it just like needs some kind of weird like refresh. I'm not sure. That's a dad joke if you ever heard one. Right? Right. That was a very solid dad joke. 18 hours still in a turn of forest with Cheryl. At least you got your yellow balloon though. I'm jealous of the yellow balloon, FC. I'm very, very jealous of that. Man, it's such a good shiny. Barry's driving you nuts complaining about he's better, but you keep beating him, and you're like, listen, Torp, slow down and understand type advantages, and maybe you won't suck. Barry annoyed the heck out of me when trying to set up Drifloon last week. So For those who are unaware, like, I planned on hunting and really hoped I would be hunting Drifloon on the 2 saves I'm playing with now, but obviously PIPLUP hasn't shined yet, so I had to have other saves. So on Thanksgiving, after I got home and before like it became midnight, I took both of my switches and set them up with a save on each, just on like a separate profile, and basically tried to speed run the game legitimately, but like tried to kind of speed run the game a little bit. Just to get the Valley Windworks, just to beat Mars and do all the Valley Windworks stuff, get the text that like triggers Drifloon and not everything. Inkling, Ben, welcome to the stream, guys. How you guys doing? But yeah, so like I tried, speed running that, and that was the first time Barry in both saves spammed withdraw on Turtwig. Literally nothing else. So it's like all he was doing was stalling it. Like, he'd never tried to wipe me in any way. He never tried to do anything with Turtwig except for just withdraw constantly. It was so annoying. Drifloon dodged you in Gen 4 back in the day and again in Poco. Felt justified. Yours will come. Thank you, FC. And I'm glad you're able to get yours. I'm glad you're able to get yours. What's a pig's wrestling move? What is it? I don't know. Police looking for you now that you have a hostage? Not just yellow balloon, yellow and sky blue. Like a Chicago Sky Team colors. You're doing alright, Shiny Hunting Giratina. Best of luck, Inkling. Also, Mizu, I don't know if I actually said welcome to the stream, but welcome. Another really bad joke you saw. You asked Santa to give you a sister versus you wrote back saying, send your mom. No. Pork chops. I might just not be like fluent on the wrestling moves. The bright blue complements the yellow perfectly. One of the best. Absolutely, it's so good. It's so good. Ah, shoot, we didn't ask Shining Blue what he wanted to, which shinies, or which starters he wanted us to encounter. I keep forgetting. We came up with this whole thing for the raids where anyone who raids us gets to choose what we do on the next encounter, and I keep forgetting. I get too caught up in, like, the excitement of the raids. Dang it. You want a shiny Drifloon, just to name it Sky Guy after the derpy Chicago Sky mascot? It's like Shy Guy, but for Chicago. Quick Ball is the best ball for Drifloon, however. I used a Moon Ball on the one you caught in Valley Windworks because it matches it too well. Nice. Yeah, I just am weird and only catch things in Pokeballs no matter what. I've always done that. And like, maybe not always, but I've done it since the release of ORS. This is when I got back into it. Why'd the bullet end up losing his job? Because he got fired. What do you call a cow with no legs? A cow with no legs. Sky Guy is also Anakin's nickname in Star Wars. Blah. I really couldn't say that. Yeah, hey Ben, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well today. Why does Litwick steal people's souls? I don't know. Why does Litwick steal people's souls? Ground beef. Oh, that's good. That's good. Because it's wicked. The groan. We're really just like entering the dad joke territory right now. Chat's just full of dad jokes. We're probably scaring people away. Anyone who sticks around in chat's gonna like have the sudden urge to put on some white New Balance sneakers. Here's an easy one. What do you call a cow that sleeps? I don't know. What do you call a cow that sleeps? Also, guys, thank you for getting the stream to 30 likes. That is awesome. If you haven't left a like on the stream, would greatly appreciate it if you did. I was thinking dad jokes with that joke about ground beef, right, Jake? Right? Why do astronauts use Linux? Because they can't open windows in space. Ah, good one. A bulldozer. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. White New Balances and Nike Monarchs. The classic dad shoes. This one's for me. What do you call Ian's ancestor? I don't know. Nine. What? I'm confused. I'm confused by this. I am befuddled. Grandpa told me this joke 3 years ago before he died. Why is diarrhea hereditary? I don't know. Oh no, I know what it is. I know the answer to that one, Jake. I thought about it for a second, like, no. It's funny, but that's awful. I know what my name is backwards, but how is that my ancestors? What do you call a funny jar of mayonnaise? LMAO. Ah. It runs in your genes. Yep. Yep. Oh, that's so good, but so gross. Knock, knock. Who's there? You right, Victoria, right? It's like it took me a second. I'm like, what is this? Oh no. Oh, I'm not gonna say that one out loud. I've gotten good enough at like listening to what I'm about to say in my head, Jake. You're not fooling me. Not the first time we heard that one. What I do for Thanksgiving? For Thanksgiving, I just went hung out with some family and ate good food. And I also streamed before that. I streamed in the morning and then I went met up with some family and had good food. It was a pretty solid time. I didn't fall for. I've fallen for those in the past, and I've learned my lesson. And Mizu fell for it, yeah. Yo, Seth, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Your switches BSD. Can't get it to work? Oh no! You used to be able to just keep restarting it, but it's not like, is it just not turning on now, man? Oh, that stinks. Everybody also told you this joke, one that's really stupid though. What happened to the baby duck when it jumped in the water? I don't know what happened. Well, shiny, do you think you'll get a Ponyta, Shinodic, Sinisty, Hatchram, Morum, or Morgrim, Phantom, or Oranguru? I'm gonna say Phantom because I like it a lot. It turns on, just doesn't fix? Huh. That's strange, man. Took you a second to get it? Yeah, it's harder to realize it's about to happen in text form. It got wet. I like those jokes a lot. I do like those a lot, you know, when they like, or when they're infrequent, obviously, like when you're genuinely not expecting it, when it's like just those anti-jokes out of nowhere. It fell 2 feet and broke 2. No! Oh, man. Yeah, my original Switch, it definitely took a little bit of a beating. It fell, also yeah, about the same, fell off of a bed, basically, and hit the ground. And it definitely has been a little bit flaky since in certain ways. Hope you're right, because you like that one too. It's such a good shiny, right? If you find a Pokemon and a lion, what is it? I don't know. What is it? Rip Switch, yeah. You gonna say your mama joke? As long as it's not too bad. I might not say it out loud, but as long as it's not too bad, I'll allow it in chat. Let's go Pikachu Special Edition. No! Ah, I'm sorry, Seth. I'm sorry, man. That is a pretty cool looking one. Like with those Joy-Cons and stuff. Empoleon. Haha. Empoleon. Not cracking up with the Flores. My original Switch didn't really take too many bumps. But on the top part near the vent, it looks like the case is starting to split open, especially when it gets hot. I think the battery might be expanding or something. Yikes! Yeah, Monka S. What's happened to yours? Think you can get it fixed though? So, yeah, hopefully you can get it fixed, Seth. Friend's brother told you your Let's Go Pikachu Switch Joy-Cons look like pee and poop. I mean, I guess they're the vague colors of it, sure, but not really, but I really do. I don't think they resemble it that much. Got the pink and green ones. Oh, the Splatoon Joy-Cons? Yeah. Yeah, I have the neon yellow ones on my main Switch. And then my second Switch just came with the red-blue set. What's the dragon of Pokemon? I don't know. Yo, Javier, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Doing a shiny Palkia hunt. You're at 1,000 attempts. Dang! Best of luck, man. Hopefully you find it soon. Ah, Weedle. Ha. Just using the standard red and blue. You like them? Simple but pleasant coloration. Yeah, I had gray Joy-Cons on my original Switch, like originally on my Switch, and they just started to take a beating. They weren't staying connected quite right. Granted, unfortunately, some of that is on the Switch itself and not necessarily on the Joy-Cons, so buying the other set of Joy-Cons didn't 100% help, but it did help a little bit. And a friend of your community college who called the Let's Go Switch the Poop and Pee edition. 3 years later, it came after it came out. You bought yours to use with your multi-viewer. Nice. Hey, good luck. Hopefully you get it soon. Absolutely, yeah. The dock and the tablet are really cool for that Let's Go Switch. Yeah. Hopefully this is your first. Hopefully this is your first ever shiny. Yo, that's awesome. That'll be extra hype when you find it. Then, best of luck. Best of luck on Palkia for real. Still counts, yeah. Close enough. Yo, Javier, thank you for the super chat. Dono hype and chat for Javier, guys. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Humans are born with 4 kidneys. When they grow up, 2 of them become adult knees. I like that. There we go. And Javier is now also the stream boss. Thank you, Javier. Hype, hype, hype. Yes, hype and chat for Javier. Let's get this dono goal updated. There we go. You always know as you typing because half the time you end up writing an essay. People have called me out for that. And yo, Javier, dude, more dono hype from Javier. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. All right, so what was that? That was. Yeah, I have to manually update the dono goal with super chats because Streamlabs is new. But seriously, man, you crazy. Seriously, dude, thank you so much, though, man. I really appreciate it. Testing these things out. Awesome, man. Seriously, dude, thank you. Would love to get paid to sleep. It would be a dream job. Came home Thursday this week and returned home Thursday this week? I mean, then you just returned home on Thursday that week. Yo, Madsen, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Gotta give you as much luck for that PIPLUP. Seriously, dude, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Hashtag, or shiny luck coming your way. Heck yes. Let's get some good shiny luck for the rest of the stream. This is between me and a turkey. I don't know, one. I don't know. I feel very identical to a turkey most days of the week. Also, guys, again, thank you for everyone who's left a like on the stream. I really appreciate it. If you haven't, it would really help out if you did leave a like on the stream. It helps more than you can imagine. As well as if you are new and you haven't subbed yet, I would love it if you would consider to subscribe. That also really helps the channel and also helps you know about more streams in the future.
I can't stay late playing on my video games.
There's a cult that doesn't believe in using coins. It sounds like nonsense. Ah.
Maybe I'd fit in if I tried a little more just to look like them. Maybe I'd fit in if
Just don't press the like button twice. That could be a problem, yes.
my video game. Play my video game. Play my video game.
We're all gonna pass with a turkey, but we don't know our date. The turkey knows our date's Thanksgiving. Unless it's the one that gets pardoned every year, you know?
Play my video game. They say, hey, I can't spend all my money on my deadbeat friends. They need things to do. They need to go out and look for jobs, and you do too. Maybe I'd fit in if I tried a little more just to look like them.
Hope Legends Arceus is the Gen 6 starters. If not Gen 6 starters, they'll be the only starters left out of Gen 8. Really? That'd be really interesting. It'd be interesting to see them in Hisui, like the Hisui region. I don't know how they do that, but that's very interesting that, like, yeah, that they managed to miss that. Because obviously, like, yeah, this game kind of does that. Yo, Mizukage, thank you for the sub. Mizu, were you not already subbed? Thank you, though. Thank you, though. I figured you were subbed if you'd shown up a few times, but I appreciate that. Oh, why doesn't James Bond fart in bed? Because that would blow his cover. Yeah, that's interesting. Like, obviously, BDSP not having, like, Gen 6 starters makes sense. So are all of the, I guess, yeah, we've gotten all of the Gen 7 starters in Gen 8, right? Like, they've already all been in there, like, they were added in. Chespin deserves better. Crazy to me that there'd be a generation that doesn't have Greninja in it. Like, Greninja's just way too popular, right? How is Greninja not able to be in the games? Kinda wish instead of having Rowlet, Oshawott, and Cyndaquil, we had Snivy, Froakie, and Cyndaquil. Yeah, I mean, Cyndaquil definitely makes sense. I mean, but Oshawott and Rowlet, their evolutions do end up, like, mimicking kind of like the time period I guess they're aiming for a little bit more. But yeah, like, Froakie becoming Greninja and then, like, Snivy becoming Superior. I feel like Superior doesn't quite fit. But you can make it fit, right? I don't know, that is interesting. I think they could have gone either way with that. I'm happy. I love Rowlet, so it makes my starter. It makes one less decision in my life when Rowlet's an option as a starter because I'm just taking that. Milked Greninja in Sun and Moon, and then they got rid of him in Gen 8 and milked Meowth instead. I feel like Meowth is going to become... There's a theory out there, and I kind of almost like it. I kind of agree with it at the very least. Meowth is going to become the equivalent to, you know... Eevee is like the evolution Pokemon. I feel like Meowth is going to become the form Pokemon. Like, any region that has, like, regional variants is going to have, like, a new version of Meowth, I feel. Like, that would almost make sense. Snivy's cute, though? Oh, I 100% agree. I'm just saying, Rowlet's cuter. Just randomly checked if you said subscribe and you weren't subbed. Hey, that's all good, Mizu. I appreciate it. I appreciate you finding these streams multiple days now without YouTube letting you know. Is Legends Arceus does have shinies, we'll go for Rowlet. Yeah, I guess we don't technically even know if Legends Arceus is going to have shinies. That'd be interesting if it didn't. I'll just pop up on the front page of YouTube for you. Ah, that's awesome. That's good to hear. Rowlet is dapper with his little leaf bow tie. Right? And he's just so round and fluffy and so good. So good. I have strong feelings on this topic if you can't tell. If you couldn't tell from all of the members in chat with the Rowlet next to their names and the Rowlet emotes and everything related to Rowlet. Oh, chest pin. Ah. You can't pick a favorite starter. It's easy. The answer is Rowlet. The answer is always Rowlet. Favorite Pokemon. Any category Rowlet's in, hands down, is my favorite. Except for Shiny, I will say. Favorite Shiny Pokemon's Milotic. That's the one deviation for me. Game Freak and Illican know how popular Shinies are. I'm pretty sure they will add Shiny Hunting method to Legends Arceus, so just pray the Shiny Hunting method doesn't suck. I feel like that's honestly probably the stronger bet there, Jake. Yeah, it's like it's gonna almost certainly it's gonna be there, but their methods involving overworld spawn and overworld visible Pokemon haven't been the greatest in the past, so hopefully they can pull something off good with it. Figured out why Teslas are so expensive. It's because they charge so much. Ah, good one. Gen 5, 6, 7 starters are better than what people give them credit for. I feel like a lot of people kind of look at the Gen 6, 7 starters and pick the one that's good. They're like, oh, it's overrated. It's like, no, but that doesn't mean it's not good. You know, it can be good and you disagree with how good people think it is. Shiny now! Dang it. Ah, man. YouTube algorithm's so weird, especially with streams. It's really strange, I feel like. Honestly, one of the better ways to get recognized and picked up by the YouTube algorithm is weirdly to stream the same thing over and over and over and over again. I feel like it just decides it's going to continuously show you to people until they click on it. And if you have the same thumbnail every time, the same video title every time, it works. But that's also how I got banned from YouTube at one point. Because I was just shiny hunting and it was taking a while. And they saw my stream archives and went, yo, this channel's spam, and removed me. Flint original Sinnoh team is weird. How so? I feel like Game Freak tested the potential for shinies being another popular thing with for Pokemon with Black and White 2 having the shiny charm, then implemented in X and Y by lowering the odds on the charm. Yeah, honestly, they've definitely been putting more focus on shinies as of recently. Gen 5 is by far the worst lineup. Pure dumpster fire. For starters. Not a fan of them. Think Charmander is your favorite starter after thinking about it until now? He's so cute. That's fair. That's fair. When did Pokemon post-game start deteriorating? Depends on who you ask. It's usually right after the game that they like the best. I've been loving post-game Pokemon. That's where I do my shiny hunting. It's not spamming. I'm just not lucky, right? Right, Victoria? My mistake I made with that is so basically what happened is I had hit the point where at that point on YouTube, monetization came with 50,000 global channel views, lifetime channel views. I hit that finally. So I went to apply for monetization. I think they saw a channel that was 3 months old with an insane number of views on streams, or a relatively weird number of views on these videos that all look the same. and it got flagged as spam and insta-deleted. Like, by the next morning when I checked to see if I had gotten monetization, I was like, what's the worst that can happen? They can tell me no. The worst that can happen is they can ban my channel, and they did. And I made the mistake of foolishly immediately trying to appeal, and that was wrong, because I was very tired and flustered, and it didn't go well. Switch out the worst post game by far if you don't include the DLC. Without the DLC, I would definitely agree with that. Just because the wild area is really dull. I don't do a lot of competitive, so like the difference between like the battle tower and the battle tree and the battle frontier and all that stuff, I don't care. But even from like a shiny hunting perspective, the wild area just felt so empty, you know? Have a Rowlet plushie, and he's a nice round boy. He is such a round boy, right? What do you call a typo on a headstone? A grave mistake. Rowlet definitely makes a good plushie. All the round boys do. Heck yeah. What do you call a person that end up in prison? I don't know. Max rates could have used a little tweaking, but that was a great start. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, like the Dynamax adventures were a lot of fun. I enjoyed those. So WT to do that to you? Is it still the same channel to give it back to you? Was it temporarily taken down? It was a permanent takedown. I appealed. The appeal was immediately rejected. I tried asking on the forums about stuff. At this point, I was like, I realized, all right, I should be talking about stream archives. I should be talking about the thing YouTube's trying to push, having killed a channel. And everything on there was just the blanket appeal responses, like this thing I have appealed. What happened is, on social media, I was asking on like a non-official forum about it. Like, yo, is there anything that can be done about this? And on the non-official forum, I found an official YouTube employee who said, send me your URL. I will look into this. And about a week later, he went, all right, you're good. F up on our part. Your channel's back. I was like, sweet. So I had the channel back at that point, but the momentum was completely gone. It was a little bit depressing looking at analytics from pre that happening and after that happening, you know. But that's what it is. What it is, you know. Max raids could have. Yeah. Had to fire the guy you hired to mow your lawn. He didn't cut it. Come on, why didn't he cut the yard? Build-A-Bear did not disappoint with the Snorlax. He was too big to fit in the Cub Condo cardboard boxes. That is amazing. That's wonderful. Like Ban Presto's Pokemon plushies a lot. Didn't know Build-A-Bear had a Snorlax. I didn't know they had Snorlax either. Actual YouTube employee help you, that's hard to find. No, but it wasn't a YouTube support employee. It was like a YouTube engineer. It was just someone who like trolled those kind of forums and went, oh, this seems like a legit problem. Right? Because like this is in 2017. YouTube gaming was still a thing. It was like a month after they had added channel memberships. It was still called channel sponsors. You know, they added all those things. And you know, this channel is like, I just started. It was very successful. I was to the point I could make you money. I could make you more money. I could turn on super chats and like memberships and stuff. And I just got like immediately dropped and banned. Right? So like, it's like clearly I wasn't in the wrong. It's like live stream game archives. I chose to do it on YouTube instead of on Twitch, partially because it is an infinitely long archive. It's not just a 60-day archive. So like, I want to do that. And it got removed, so it's like I definitely lucked out though. I definitely lucked out in getting it back. Because like yeah, anything on like YouTube social, like social media sides of YouTube, like actual official YouTube accounts for support or anything, were not helpful. Car opener broke, now it's a can't opener, or your can opener broke, now it's a can opener. A can't opener. Ah, I messed that one up when reading it, I'm sorry. Hopefully the changes to YouTube's plan next year make a big difference. I hope so. As far as their stream things, I'm hopeful with that. I mean, things have been perfectly fine since then. I reapplied to monetization. All that kind of stuff's good. It's in place and all that. Like, there's no problems anymore. Really what it was I was back. I had only ever streamed my Trico hunt at that point. So literally every video either had no thumbnail or the same thumbnail. in a title that differed by a letter, right? Like it was like Trico Day this, Trico Day this, Trico Day this. Like that was basically what my streams were. And with occasionally a Charmander stream, because I started like alternating those. But like that was it, right? Like that was the only difference. So I can see how like someone who didn't know what was going on would consider it spam. But it's like, come on now. Like clearly stuff, but the chat needs to be fixed. Chat needs such an overhaul. They need an equivalent to gift subs. They need better emotes. If you become a member on a channel, it should be global access to those emotes. You should be able to use my emotes in another chat. You should be able to use like other emotes in my chat. You should be able to do that kind of stuff. You should be able to reply much more seamlessly to messages. We need polls that are way more interactive. We need loyalty points. YouTube needs to like really copy like 99% of Twitch chat, honestly. Like, if you really want the live streaming culture to come over here and be like the Twitch culture, which I don't know if they want Twitch culture, you know? But if you want that, which is kind of what I think a lot of the viewers want, you're gonna have to bring over the Twitch features. You know, I think there's plenty of streamers, like obviously YouTube's in the business of buying exclusivity of streamers and stuff. And there are plenty of streamers who like I know would not move if gifting memberships wasn't a thing, because that's where they get most of their stuff. Because I know of a few streamers who like their main, like the main way they get subs is they have like 20 people that constantly gift subs, and it's like that's all their money right there, you know? Not even that. Still don't know how to zoom in on your screen while reading chat. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like I don't know exactly, because I don't watch a lot of live streams on YouTube, to be honest, outside of like Shiny Answers, and usually I just kind of keep them like on the default like player size with everything open. I don't know if you can go full screen and open chat on Windows, like on like a desktop. I don't know. Megas had the most potential. Game Freak messed that up. As far as like, it's kind of like the gimmicky things. Yeah, I feel like that was much less of a gimmick than people like thought at the time, and then as much as like Game Freak treated it, you know. Twitch's theater mode, don't even have that. I don't know, because like we have like, there are some modes on like YouTube that are like, yeah, like the slightly bigger screens. I don't think they work with live chat though, yeah. So Game Freak takes more of steps back than they do going forward. Mega Bracelets is better than oversized Pokeballs, just saying. For sure. So much wasted space on your screen the way they currently have it, yeah. I remember back in like 2017, I didn't stream through YouTube Gaming. I streamed through YouTube. You know, they nixed like YouTube Gaming, and it's just like all those features are rolled into this now. But I streamed on YouTube, and so like my screen was literally like nearly identical to like the minimized in the corner, like the normal default size in the corner with the chat on the side and a really tiny box with like suggested videos below it kind of thing, but I had analytics below it. That was it. You know, it was basically the same thing. Also, guys, this is going to go ahead and be our final encounter for the night. We've hit 3 hours. We're going to do a raid, though, so I just want to go ahead and say thank you to Shining Blue for the raid. Thank you to all the new subs. Thank you to everyone who liked. Big thank you to Javier and to Colin for the donuts, as well to FC for becoming a member. What do you think of Black and White Remix, the way Game Freak is going so far? I haven't played Black and White, so I have no opinion. The hottest of takes. But guys, I have a raid picked out. Thank you everyone for being here. I will be back on stream tomorrow, same time. Probably gonna still be doing PIPLUP. So guys, thank you for being here. Hope to see you guys again next time. And definitely go through on the raid. Want to see you over there. #mindlessraid. Guys, again, see you next time. Until then, take care. Also, hey, Shiny Eevee, sorry that you just missed it.